I forgot to hit the go live button, but now I did. I got my coffee, I got my pretzels, I got my Giants news and information. What's up, Hurst for real? What's up, Mazinga? What's going on, everyone? It's only a couple days before the draft. It's draft miss, everyone. Oh, it's just me rolling. Yeah, we're gonna be. I gave the Dahmer the day off because I wanted to answer some questions. I want to go through some of the stream. Might have someone pop in a little bit later, but I kind of just wanted to talk about the draft, talk about the Giants, talk about the direction, talk about the information, talk about the misinformation, talk about everything going on that could potentially happen, might happen, could happen, but we don't know. We don't know what's going to go on. I've said this before, excuse me. This is the first year I can remember in Giant history that I can't fathom or remember or think who the Giants are even going to draft. I have no idea. What's up, Vinny G? Vinny G is in his house. This is the first year I can't think of who the Giants may be drafting. There's no consensus pick. You had the surprise pick with Daniel Jones last year, but the problem with the surprise pick with Daniel Jones last year was the fact that it seemed to be that it was, can we say, surprising, but we knew it was going to happen at one point in time because they told us it was going to happen at one point in time. They mentioned it. They said, we heard that there was a special guy that people were talking about and banding about. So we kind of knew that this is a total crapshoot. And now you hear that Neil may have failed some physicals or may have not passed physicals the way that he should have. That is the reason why there is some tempered enthusiasm about Neil as well. What's going on, Aaron? What's going on? What Aaron's got a big question here already. I'd love a trade back at 7, maybe with Minnesota 12 and 46, or Houston 13 and 37. The extra pick in the second round will be key. Kyler Gordon, Chanel, Pascal. Chanel is this linebacker. The Chanel linebacker has been a fast riser. We did a draft show on Sunday, and we did a consensus. We had 13 subscribers on. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. We had 13 subscribers on. And it was awesome because we all did a consensus pick. And actually the consensus pick was Chanel, which I thought was very interesting. Hi, what's up, Saeed? I think Kayvon is the guy they will take at 5. Now you've heard the rumors that they've said about Kayvon is it's not going to happen, Kayvon. The Giants are down on Kayvon Thibodeau. I just like saying because I say the name so well. Kayvon Thibodeau. They're down on him. Smoke screen. Where there's smoke, there's fire. I did a report the other day that I spoke to my contact who's given us accurate information quite extensively. And he said the Giants are going to do something shocking with 5, something different, a name that nobody is talking about. And he said there may be moves or things that prelude this that will give you an idea of what they may be doing at 5. And I believe him. He's also the same guy that told me there was no way in hell that the Giants were going to pass on Andrew Thomas. We reported on that. He told us about Matt Rule going to Carolina, which we reported on a day before. 2 days before that happened, he told us that they were going to sign Bradbury and Blake Martinez, which they did. He told me about the secret private meeting for Malik Willis, which they had. So and he told us a couple other things, but I have to temper my enthusiasm because the first thing I thought of was
all aboard the Malik Willis Express.
That's the first thing I think. It was Malik Willis. Malik coming into the house. But I don't know. Malik was a name that you've heard going to the Giants, so I think it'll be interesting. What's up, Kevin? What's going on this fine afternoon here? Mr. Dominic. Dominic's in the house. Like I said, we gave Dominic the day off because I wanted to just answer some questions today. Present, but not on reopening reporting for duty. I've been hit like you. Hit that like. Hit the like. Do it. Hit it. What's up, Emmanuel? Emmanuel Reese. He was on the big 13 person. I love it. I sent out 12 invitations to be on the stream, and 13 people showed up. Eagles Nest is in the house. Giants suck. Hi, Tim. Yes, and I would still give you Daniel Jones for Jalen Hurts. I'm not going to say no. Malik at 5. Emmanuel knows what we want. Alexander's in the room. Hirsch for real says, I think Cross is a misdirection. Here's my only issue with Cross, and I've said this a million times. I'm not saying Cross is the third best tackle in the draft, bar none. Probably the best pass blocking tackle in the draft. Slight of build. You have many people saying that he's probably not going to add much onto his frame. Kind of reminds me of Mac from Connecticut about a little bit the way he looks. He's not going to be a power run guy. He would be suited for the left tackle position, 100%. Suited. Don't forget the like button. He'd be suited for a left tackle position, 100%. So which means you would have to then take Andrew Thomas, who should be coming into his own as a left tackle, reposition him at right, and then have your 3 brand new starters on the line. So you will have 5 guys playing in different positions or new starters on the line when we start the season. You'll have 5 new guys. That's not a way to play. And you can't draft a guy at 5 with the conception of you have to take the guy that you drafted 2 years ago and move him to left tackle. Giants have hidden their love for Thibodeau. I think they take him. Edge rusher is a very important. I agree. Edge rusher is a very important position. I agree 100%. And I've been pushing for an edge rusher for how long now? How many years? I didn't want Leonard Williams. I said, take that money, sign Unique Ngakwe, a couple other people. I wanted Ingram at one point. There's a lot of people that we could have signed. But yes, very important. Anyone but Charles Cross. Jay says, anyone but Charles Cross. I have to agree. Anyone but Charles Cross. Petrie or Chanel at 36 would be awesome. I'm down with that. 150%. 150% I'm down with that. Dom says there's a lot of smoke coming out of MetLife this year, and hopefully it's not fire. No idea what they're going to be done. We can't wait for Thursday. That's the thing. 8:30 on Thursday. Get your asses here. Be here for 5. You don't want to stay for the whole thing. Be here for 5. Be here for 7. Going to be giving away stuff. Sorry. We're going to be giving away stuff. We're going to be doing stuff. We're all up in there. What does Saeed have to say? Like, come on. My mouse is running real slow. We are shopping receivers, so we might draft one soon. I keep saying that. I immediately thought of Garrett Wilson. That was the first thing that came into my mind. That was my immediate thought process when my friend said that. Mr. Lewis is in the house. What's going on, Mr. Lewis? How are you doing? What's up? I haven't seen Mr. Lewis in a while. What's going on, everyone? I'll be good. What does Tony have to say? What is Tommy for Tony? Tommy. We need to get Willis and call it a day. Build around him because living on the hope of Jones getting rid of the ball faster is just not a good look. It's not a good look. Daniel Jones can have all the skills in the world. Daniel Jones could have all the talent in the world. Daniel Jones can have the strongest arm in the NFL, which he doesn't. Daniel Jones could be a scrambler. Daniel Jones could be this. But here's the problem. Here's the issue. It's this thing right here. It's the cabeza. I see my headphones are holding it down, not just from my hair, but it's keeping my brain in there. Here's the problem with this. If he cannot process the plays fast enough, it doesn't matter how good of a quarterback he is. It's time. It's time. That was me on 420. What is that? What do we got here? I am the only one who I don't dislike Cross. Mr. Lewis, I do not dislike Cross whatsoever. But I can't take him at 5 and I can't take him at 7 because you are then going to have to move hopefully a guy that's going to be a premier left tackle to the right tackle position. And if you were going to do this, it would have been smarter to trade for Orlando Brown Jr., who is still at a $600,000 salary on his rookie contract that you then extend. If you were going to move Andrew Thomas, do it in his second season, not his third. You could have had Orlando Brown Jr. at left, Andrew Thomas at right. And I said this and people thought I was insane. And now the same people that think I'm insane because, it'd be a pretty good idea to draft this rookie. Put him in one of the most important positions of football. Take the guy you've been grooming to left tackle, move to right tackle. It should all work out. Have I gone freaking insane? Take your time. What's up, Hirsch, for real? What does Dom says? Hi, say, keeping well. What does Kevin say? I'd love to get Tibbs and Lloyd if Malik is already picked. I'm still worried that Malik is going to go at 2. I'm still worried he's going to go to Detroit. I also still worry about the trade up with Pittsburgh. I think there's a lot of things going on with Malik. And Saeed says it best right here. I'm going to say it best. Malik Willis is pretty damn risky. It can either be Kyler Murray or EJ Manuel at worst. I like his character and his talent, but people should keep his bust. I agree 100%, Saeed. I've said this a million times. With Malik, it is a swing and a miss. And if you miss, it's going to be bad. I don't think there's going to be any middle ground. I use the Kiwi Smith, but yes, I can see him either being Michael Vick. I use Michael Vick or Kiwi Smith. I don't think there's going to be a gray area. What's up, David? There's audio. Yes, the podcast went out. There was no audio. Screw you, YouTube. They screwed up my video. The podcast will be, the 312-1 podcast will be relaunched after this show. Oh, thank you, Stu, man. I appreciate that. There's no audio. There was audio. But I'll be re-released. It's a good show. Talk about Pat Leonard. We talk about the draft. Me and OGR talk about a lot of things. We talk about Orthodox Easter. I got spam. It's the Giants calling. Hey, you want to know what my feelings are? We got a lot of good stuff talking the show. You know what? I want to just say one thing, and it's kind of a prelude to the podcast. As a content creator, and I guess I am a content creator, I consider myself on the lowest rung of media. I do. I've worked in media. I worked with people who are in media. So I understand that it's the lowest rung. Content creators, lowest rung. Because usually content creators use what they read in the papers or on ESPN or something else to then create their content. They don't go out and find information. We sometimes go out and find information, but most don't go out and find you information. And for the content creators to bash Pat Leonard for their thoughts that he got something wrong with Kadarius Toney and create content about, you're a child. Because of the fact that you're not doing anything but taking someone else's idea, someone else's work, and making a video out of it. I said it before, we're on the bottom rung. There's a reason why actual media people dislike some content creators. There's a reason. Because you're at the bottom level. I always tell people I'm a double Z-list celebrity. But I'm okay with that. But for you to sit there and bash, and you know what's funny? After that came out, Kadarius Toney got his ass into camp real quick. So maybe there was something to it. So look yourself in the mirror before you bash someone else's work because you haven't done the work on your own and you're using someone else's work to create something. Come up with something on your own. Try that for a different. Try that. That might make you feel better. What's up, Emmanuel? Do you think the Steelers actually? You know what's? There is a video about trading up. There's a video of Mike Tomlin, who I worked with, sitting there and smiling ear to ear when Willis was throwing. I thought the overall excitement that McAdoo and Matt Rule had was over the top, but Tomlin was like ear to ear when he watched them. They're like, yeah, I found my guy I found my guy that could take over for Big Ben. Anthony, what's going on, Anthony? Hey, Anthony heard the term cross and his ears were burning. So he just jumped. He had to jump in. What's up, Mr. Alvarez? Malik is the guy I'm taking and start building around him while he's on the bench. Why not? We have, and I've dubbed this before, we have the OG QB in Tyrod Taylor. Tyrod Taylor is the kingmaker. You bring him in, you draft a rookie quarterback, everything goes great. Well, not for Tyrod. He gets hurt or he punctures a lung or something, but then the rookie quarterback plays well. Baker Mayfield had a great rookie season with Tyrod Taylor. Jay says, I wouldn't mind Hutchinson or Icky at 5. I just find it interesting that Icky, like I said, there's this rumors, there's these innuendos, there's these rumblings that he's got medical issues. I don't know. I would have to wait and see what it is. I'm gonna eat a pretzel, guys. So don't. It's ASMR. It's ASMR. I'm eating a pretzel, washing it down with some of the smooth taste of Black Rifle coffee.
Draft baby, yeah.
And my draft baby, yeah mug, which just got cold. Mr. Lewis wants to know, Tim, what's the percentage of taking this at 5? I think the percentages of us taking Malik Willis at 5 is about 5%. But I don't know. Nobody knows. That's why this draft is going to be, my hair is getting all screwed up. There we go. That's why this draft is going to be so great, Mr. Lewis. I don't know. Malik at 5 should shake up the entire draft, but I'm not expecting that. And that's the one thing my friend said. This will, if this happens, certain things will fall into place, and this will shake up the draft. It'll shake it up from top to bottom. And he said it's not a bad thing. Draft, baby. Yeah, I could do that all by myself. Look, Dom. Oh my God, Dom's in the room. Dom, what are you waiting for on Thursday?
Draft, baby. Yeah.
Just heard the Giants podcast. Loving Jermaine Johnson. I can't take Jermaine Johnson that high. I still have Jermaine Johnson in the 40s in reference to prospects. It's almost a Mike Mamula thing. That's why I worry about Trayvon Walker. What are your thoughts of a Jobu at 36? I like it. I know you got to worry about the injury. I said it's the Jalen Smith scenario. The Cowboys took a risk by taking Jalen, who destroyed his knee from Notre Dame in the bowl game. And he came back and he played well for a couple of years. So, I mean, sometimes you have to take a risk. I wouldn't take him any higher than that, but you got to take a risk. If we draft Malik, what could we honestly get for Daniel Jones? This hard pretzel. Probably what we get for Daniel Jones. You're going to have, if you're going to move on, if you draft Malik, you're going to have to move on from Daniel Jones either before, during, or quickly after the draft, because you have to have the new team decide his value in reference to the contract, picking up the option. Daniel Jones is going to be in a very vicarious situation because of the fact that he is going to be another guy that we did not pick up an option on. Or I shouldn't say the Giants, but the league did not pick up the option on. So if you get a fifth with an accelerator, I'd call it a win, especially if I take Malik. What's up, Brad? If Wink gets his way, it'll be Sauce and KT. He rather have some court. If he gets his way, if Wink gets his way, here's my thing. If Wink gets his way, you know what you need to do? And again, it's a guy with an injury. And yes, I know he's only played 10 games in 2 seasons. And I know it was 3 years removed from his freshman season at LSU. I love Stingley. Stingley has all the intangibles. Stingley has all the talent. He just can't stay on the field. But there have been guys in college who are injury prone in college who went on to have long, successful NFL careers. Just like there's the reverse. There's guys that never got hurt in college. They got hurt right coming in. John Carter, first person thought of. Never hurt in Penn State. Gets blown up in the pros. If I'm going corner, I've said it before, Sauce to me, a little too much DeAndre Baker, a little too much Eli Apple. Too handsy. And he's probably been playing with his hands like that since Pop Warner. Every scout says the same thing. Too handsy. He can't get away with that in the pros. Mr. Albert says, would you package Jones with picks to actually get any value? No, I would not trade any picks. I'm never trading assets. We are so devoid of talent, and I don't want to get in. Yeah, we've talked about it before. If we win 4 games, I'm happy. We win 4 games. I'm doing this. I was going to do the Cabbage Patch, but I can't because my arms are there. I don't want to hit the mic. I'm happy. I'm excited. So I can't trade talent. Christopher says, what's going to do if Malik turns in EJ Manuel? Then he failed. What are you going to do that if you take Daniel Jones at 6 and he turns into Dave Brown? You draft another quarterback. But the problem is we can't keep being like the Giants. We're not like every other team in the NFL. Every other team in the NFL sees a flaw in a quarterback, moves on. We sit there and we hold on to it tight. I laugh because it reminds me of Chris Farley and Tommy Boy when he has the biscuit, and he's sitting there and he goes, I could stroke the biscuit, my little sail, and he breaks it all up. That's what the Giants remind me of. They just hold on to it too long until something dies. It's time to move on. What's up, Pip? Dang, slick back. I haven't seen you in a while. Is that a new picture? That's a new profile picture. That's a new pick. If I'm taking a tackle, I like Neal. He's played right tackle in college. Not a fan of Charles Cross. That's the other thing about Neal. Bang. I was getting to that. But Pimp of the Year here. That's from I'm going to get you, sucker. Nailed it right there. He's played right tackle in college. So it's not a stretch to take him and put him at right tackle, leave Andrew Thomas at left. Boom. I got bookends. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I got to say about that. Hopefully, Tommy, hopefully the new coaching staff will make Jones better than the better situational way. Here's the problem. It's not something you can teach. It's not. You cannot. Oh my God, I loved it. Last year, Daniel Jones was running around the cones and people were like, look at that pocket presence. I was like, it's a guy running around cones. Today, a couple weeks back, he had the camera in front and he was running around like, oh, he's working on his awareness. It's real easy to work on your awareness when there's nobody rushing you. The situation changes when there are people around you. It's how this processes stuff. And he's always about 2 seconds too slow. Willis at 5. Willis, I would take Willis at 5, and I would probably go, if I'm going Willis at 5, I'm going D-line or linebacker at 7, if I'm going that. Saeed said, Malik's best destination is Detroit. The quarterback's on the roster injury prone and will force Willis to play earlier than he should. Goff is really not injury prone. He missed 2 games. And you know what's funny? I made fun of Goff. I said this until I went back and looked at his stats and watched some of his game film. He had 19 touchdowns and 7 interceptions or 12 interceptions on a really bad Detroit team. And I said it before, if Daniel Jones fans had Jared Goff's stats last year, they would be wetting the bed. That's why I want to create Daniel Jones rubber sheets for these guys. Oh, Eric, where is USO is in the house. 684. What's up, Tim? Can't wait for Thursday. Watching the draft, listening to your live stream. The menu for Thursday's draft style. Ooh, is Island Barbecue. Oh, I love it. Rice, Tibbs, and Lloyd. I love it. Sign me up, man. It's going to be, the draft show is going to be a blast. It's going to be fun. It's going to be insane. It's going to be insane. What does Tyler have to say here? Neal, Icky are probably going to be top 4. I don't think so, because you have to feel this. I don't see that because of the fact that Jacksonville's not taking a tackle. They have Cam Robinson. Jets aren't taking a tackle. Lions aren't going to take a tackle. They just took Sewell. I don't see either one of them going to the top. I don't see it going. I don't see it going on there. Jonathan says, ever since your video about the Giants doing something unexpected, I have this sinking feeling we're drafting Stingley and Garrett Wilson in the first round. You know, it's funny. I start seeing mock drafts about this now. I think it was ESPN or someone else. All of a sudden has Garrett going to the Giants. Someone else had Jonathan had Garrett and Wilson going to the Giants. I was like, maybe my friend had something again there. Maybe he's got a little something there. Man, I got a lot of chats, guys. I got to get to all these. I'm trying to get to all of them today, guys. I'm trying to at least get everyone a couple in here. Oh, we got a super chat though. We got to say for Pimp name Slick back. Long time no see. By the way, if you watched a lot of Bills tape from last year, Josh Allen's improvisation improved a lot. That's just not DJ. Dable cannot turn water into wine. If he did turn water into wine, that would be awesome. But you can't, but that's the problem. That's the problem that people don't get. Improvising is not a skill you can teach. That's why they call it improvising. And Josh Allen got better at improvising to a Pimp name point, but it's because of the fact that he played. And the more you play and the more you stay on the field, the more you see the field, your your improvising skills. I like improvisation better. Your improvising skills get better. You sense things, you feel things, you move better. You have what I like to refer to, and I've said it a million times, pocket fluidity. You know where the pocket is. You trust your line. I'm sorry. Online Big Blue Sports, I meant quarterbacks on the roster, not Detroit. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Well, that made sense. Sorry. But you have pocket fluidity. And that's what's going on. Hey, Kareem. What's going on, Kareem? T-Brad's in his house. It's actually a year or 2 late taking another quarterback. We are a year. I say we're a year late from taking another quarterback. Timothy, you always have these great trades. Jones, O'Shane, Zimenez, Steelers. I'm already going to stop it there. I'm already gonna stop it there. What's up, Tupac? I wonder if heaven got to get a. Ooh. I always have Tupac in his house with me. Tupac's always hanging with me. What's up, ECK Sports? You don't need CK. He's a young content creator. Go check him out. I don't want Stingley. They are injury-prone team. We need players to stay on the field. Best ability is availability. Sauce shows great tape and press man coverage. Yes and no. Actually, Sauce is better in the man zone coverage. So he does not shine as much as you would think in press man coverage. He doesn't. He's better at playing in the zone. Pip next look back said I would take Linderbaum at 36, like a great spot for a center since Nick Gates might not be back. I could see that. I don't have a problem with Linderbaum. I can't take a center in the top 10. I can't take a center in the top 20. Once you start going down there, then I can take a center. What's up, Chris? I'm trying to go back to the comments. LJ. What's up, LJ? LJ. Mr. Lewis says, Tim, if the Giants prize everyone in draft Willis, can you imagine how Twitter would be? Twitter will be on fire from fans who don't want quarterback to content creators who don't want a quarterback. Oh, it would be insane. I hope to. And Musk bought Twitter. And all this is going to happen? Oh, I'm going to go on Twitter all day long. Sign me up. Wait, I am on Twitter. Online Big Blue 1. Online Big Blue 1 on Twitter. If you can find me there, I'll be there. Mr. Lewis, they will go. Some heads will explode. Not gonna lie. You'll see some people. I mean, what's going on with that? What's going on here? From Mike says Desmond Clark's. My thoughts exactly. Let's see here. Medium Pepsi. Oh, Joe Boo, baby. I'm going back. I'm going upwards first. What's up, OGR Sports? OGR's in the podcast, which has to be re-released. It'll be released at 6:00. It's a good podcast, guys. It's a really good show. It's a really good show. So make sure you go and see that. El Gigante. Where were you, El Gigante? Oh, that's right. You were in the DR. Hope you had a great trip. Hope you had a lot of fun. We only got 20 likes. That can't be right. That can't be right, can it? 43 likes. All right. I was going to yell because I'm on the move today, guys. Because the draft is here. Sorry. Come on, Mike. You know what Mike wants?
Malik Willis. Bring him up.
Oh, Mike wants Malik Willis bad. Tim, back in business. Let's see. I'm going to do this one real quick. Stingley for Wilson would be a colossal failure of epic proportion. I do think it would be bad, but I don't see it being horrid. I don't see it being terrible. All right, let me slide down here because I got some people. I'm trying, guys. I'm just rolling through here, rolling. The streams are swollen. Keep those doggies. Well, Reality Stone, thank you for the super chat. I live in Buffalo for 1 year. We could see Allen with instant, insane talent. Dable did not teach him how to roll out. Thank you, Reality Stone. Thank you. You're right, 100%. And I'm not saying anything wrong about name Slickback. The talent is there. It's there. The vision is there. It's all there. You can see him. You can roll the left. You can roll the right. You cannot teach someone to improv. You can't. I improv all day long. I do this show. So, oh my God, I'm the Josh Allen of YouTube. I just thought of that. I have someone cracking up because I'm on YouTube. We got James Williams stopping by. I saw James. James, of course, wearing his giant jersey. James is sitting there going, "Yes, I am Josh Allen of YouTube."
You're the white Vic of YouTube.
I'm the white Vic. I am white chocolate.
White chocolate on YouTube. I like that.
Wasn't his name James Williams?
Jason Williams. Jason Williams.
Yeah. There we go. Let me get back here to the real quick reality stuff. He goes, also, Daniel Jones' coach in college for 4 years was David Cutcliffe, who trained Eli and Peyton. No offense for Dable, but he's not as good as Cutcliffe. He's not as good as Cutcliffe. No, he's. I don't know. You know what the thing is? And I'm trying to think about this, the nice way to say, James. I'm trying to think of the nice way to say this.
Just say it.
OGR said it best. Daniel Jones sucks.
Shout out to OGR Sports.
Shout out to OGR Sports. Daniel Jones sucks weenie tots. It is time to move on.
Hey, let me show you something, because we were talking earlier about keeping things real. And what's up, everybody in the chat? What's up, room? Salute everybody. You already know. But look at this. I don't know if I could get this. I'm a little.
There you go.
You see this thing right here?
Truth is powerful and it prevails. The truth shall set us free.
Truth is powerful and it always prevails. That's a quote from Sojourner Truth. If you don't know who that is, go look her up. I'm not going to teach you about that now. We'll save that for a podcast later. But that message right there is what it is. It's if you can play.
I got a better one. Better one. Lead, follow, or get out of my way. Bazooka Joe. Bazooka Joe Gum.
It's a good one too. It's a good one. It's a good one too. You know, that's a good one. But it's just the truth prevails. The truth will always shine through. You know what I'm saying? Oh, hit that like button too. That's right.
You know where it is, James? I'm fired up today, man. I don't have enough coffee in me to calm me down. But we got.
You get some Black Rifle in you, brother.
Already got it going on. What do we got? Chill Daddy says Malik Willis makes Tim sing "Party Train" from the Gap Band.
Gap Band classic.
I'm sorry. When the Giants draft Malik, it's
gotta get to work. That's right.
I'm busting out the Willie Beeman, man. I'm gonna rip off the Elvis.
Come on. My name is Willie.
Willie Beeman. Ladies creaming. You are fans. Got screaming. You can defeat me. You're dreaming.
Listen, I already told you that's one of my favorite sound bites. You know that. By the way.
I know.
But two things. One, if we draft Malik, you might see a part of me that you haven't had a chance to see yet. I don't want to go too crazy. But you're gonna see something come out of me that you haven't seen before, and I'm not gonna care, because I'm gonna be ecstatic on a whole nother level for a whole lot of different reasons. But
me, T Brad.
T Brad, what up, brother? But I just want to say that if it is true that we do take Malik, like I said to you on the phone earlier, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to be the Flavor Flav to your Chuck D. And I'm literally going to crash every other YouTuber's channel. And I'm going to tell them.
I've already told you that as soon as that happens, I'm busting out Terminator X.
Like, y'all better go give my man his props, because he was talking about this kid a year plus ago. A year ago. That's honestly, if we take Malik Willis, that's probably one of the greatest takes I've ever seen on YouTube. The fact that you talked about this dude, it got to the point that ESPN was talking about him, and then we actually draft him. Oh, I'm crashing every YouTuber's channel. I'm just kicking in the door.
I'm the Josh Allen of YouTube, and then soon to becoming the Malik Willis of YouTube. Derek Ramirez. Well, let's get Derek in here real quick. Honestly, what other position besides quarterback would shake up the draft with the 5 pick? I say wide receiver. I say corner. I'm worried about
the corner. Yeah, definitely. The corner. I think the corner even more than the corner or the safety, the handler, even more than the wide receiver. Because I told you, I don't know if anybody saw, they have a mock draft out, I don't think, on ESPN of us taking Garrett Wilson at 7.
Yeah, we were talking about that. You were busy with the electrician.
Oh, sorry. People, I'm late to the party.
You were late. James, honestly, he was busy with the electrician. He was actually busy making a porno, because they always have the electrician or the plumber that comes into the movie. So you could tell people, James, the truth. It's okay.
Yeah, no, listen, man. You already know we talk. I tell you what's going on. We talk.
Dom on the strip club. James does his thing too. So, man, I'm just saying that is at 7 Devin Lloyd a reach? Would love him on the Giants. I think you and I are both in agreement that at 7, I think we both like Lloyd.
Yeah, no, we definitely need to pick up a linebacker. I think on anybody saw on the Sunday stream, I like Leo Chanel. I like the dude Chad Muma. I like the cat Harris. Is it Harris out of Alabama or something? Yeah. I like him too. But the Devin Lloyd, I've probably done the most research on him personally. Not saying that I'm an expert. I'll never say that, but. I think the Devin Lloyd at 7, I don't believe that would be a reach, because if somebody comes, let's say 5, 8 picks after us and takes him, or even 10 picks after us and takes him, or if he's like late first round, then I don't believe that's a reach. Like, I believe if you like I seen this thing I told you today. Some people were like, "Oh, there's only 15 players that are really first round grade in this draft," and I'm like, "Well, I don't know what hole you crawled into to get that information, because there's quality players at every level. It's on your team and your scouts, your coaches to find them. Find the needle in the haystack."
And that's the Malik Willis on Pandemonium with the thank you for the super chat. The truth is, no one sees Willis as a top 5. I think there's about 20 different draft scenarios that I've seen in the last, I don't know, week that have him going 2.
Well, the truth is we really won't know till Thursday, because there's always a surprise on the draft. We were a surprise a few years ago when we took Daniel Jones. So everybody who's saying Willis we're not going to take him, and I said that already. We're not going to take him. More than likely, we're not. That's just something that a few Giants fans are hoping for and willing for. But the reality is, no, we're not. So we're not arguing with anybody who's saying, "Oh, we're not taking him." No,
we're not arguing with anyone, because the problem is, if you don't think we're taking Malik Willis, you're stupid.
You should think outside the box. You should think outside the box, though, because again, if you upgrade the quarterback position and you actually get a viable quarterback in here, there's at least 4 games last year, probably more, at least 3 to 4 that we win if we have a decent quarterback and a real offense. At least 3 to 4. At least 3 to 4.
You know what people need to do, James?
Put that coffee down. Coffee's for closers only.
Coffee's for closers only, and Daniel Jones is not a closer.
No, he's not.
He's not a guy that's going to sit there and close it. How many times in Daniel Jones's 3-year illustrious career have you seen him come in with 2 minutes left? And did you have any feeling that you were like, we got this game in the bag? When Eli Manning would come in, he was Mr. 2 minute. Eli Manning's last starting season, the Giants lost 4 out of 5 games in under 2 minutes after Eli Manning gave them the lead with under 2 minutes. They lost 4. Now, one of them was on a 60-something yard field goal by Graham Gano.
Oh, yep.
But they lost 4 out of 5 games. If they win those 4 games, they're in the playoffs. And we may still have Pat Shurmur as the head coach.
Well, that year when Philly and Washington were playing each other, and I guess Philly kind of threw in the towel and let Washington win the division and go to the playoffs, we should have won that year. That was probably one of the worst years I've seen the division have. And our offense was so inept that we couldn't win the division when the division was arguably probably the worst it's been in like 15 years.
Right.
So it's like that was a telltale sign to me. And as far as the Jones, with the point you make about him leading us down, you got the Saints game, right? The Saints game, he did it.
Yep.
You got the Washington game where DL jumped off sides. I think he led us down the field. Yep. And I think there's like one other game he did that. But if I can count on one hand in 3 years how many times the guy has led us down the field in crunch time, then he's not the guy.
Raw Bean Enthusiast said Jones may not be the answer, but neither is Willis. Yes, he looked good at Liberty coming from Auburn. He's supposed to be slings the ball, but can't throw without anticipation. You did not watch any games that Malik Willis played. Sorry.
Well, actually, you know what? He's got that backwards, because Daniel Jones doesn't throw without anticipation.
Exactly.
That's the truth. He doesn't throw unless you're wide open.
Does not do it. EA the scam is in the game. I like NFL 2K. I still have my original version of NFL 2K, the last version with TO.
Oh yeah, you like the 2K? I mean, Madden is always Madden though.
I still play 2K. If we take Cross and Neal and Ekuban, is there a way we can get? No, we're not doubling down. We're not doubling down. I don't know why I read that comment. If the Giants draft Malik Willis, I'm getting the jersey soon as it goes on sale.
Oh, there's all of us, brother. All of us, brother T. Brad. We're all going to be there getting that.
The dicks.
We're all going to be there
in line, and they're going to come up the next morning and go, "What are you guys here?" We're waiting for the Malik Willis jerseys.
Listen, no disrespect, but if the Giants draft Malik Willis, any brother that goes to a sports store the next day and he's online and he has a Giants, it's like, oh, you know what I'm here for.
You know what I'm here for.
You should know what I'm here for. Just get that down from back behind you. Get the little hook off the rack.
They're going to say, "Where's Tim?" That's what everyone's going to say. "Where's Tim?" I'm going to say right. We're going to pick a spot. Probably in Manhattan, we're gonna have to go, and we're all gonna meet there, and we're gonna camp out. I don't care if it's a week. We're all just gonna camp out. I'll stream from the street, and we're all just gonna wait for Malik Willis jerseys.
Yo, you know what's crazy? I would do that. I've never done that for the Wilson, the Garrett Wilson. Yeah, I wouldn't mind Garrett Wilson either,
Yeah,
brother
see,
Brad.
I
But
wouldn't mind it. I'm going to be
you know,
at 7. I'm not against it at 7. We got
yeah, I'm not.
64
Yeah,
likes. Like that button. James is in the room here, so he's not telling people to like. So I'm
yeah,
gonna have to do James's job.
yeah. Hit that like button, man. I had to leave T Brad at the front door. I'm sorry, brother, to come inside the club for a minute because usually I'm at the front door running
You at the front
security
door
with him.
working.
But
LJ
you know,
Nancy wants to know: is Dom dressing up as an Oompa Loompa on Thursday?
I thought you were gonna go as Elvis.
I am going as Elvis.
Oh, okay, all right,
No, he
yeah.
wants to as Dom dressed. Oh, I have the outfit already picked out. Draft Elvis is already going to be in the room, and I already have. See, I've been cleaning my office. I already have, in all anticipation, those that have seen it, I already have all the rings ready to wear for Draft Elvis, the hip hop Elvis. I'm the white Josh Allen.
You're the white chocolate of YouTube. That's hilarious. I might have to get you a shirt or a hoodie. I might have to get you a hoodie that says that on the low.
I think that I got the Texans taking Willis. Says EA, the scam is in the game. You know what the thing about the Texans is? I think this comment's probably better coming from you. What did you say to me today about the? And I actually agree. But what did you say about the Texans and Malik Willis today? If you don't mind saying.
Oh, listen, I already told you I'm going to be the Flavor Flav, the bulletproof vet. I'm going to jump out in front for you. You don't have to. So it wouldn't blow me away if they took him, Malik Willis. But I will say, I said this to Tim earlier, that I doubt, and again, I'm just putting this out there. This is a safe channel. I'm saying this, but I don't think the Texans, given all of the drama and everything that happened with Deshaun Watson and how they were committed to him and they believed in him and everything that went on and how it ended. I just call me crazy, but I don't see that team taking a young black quarterback the first chance they get. I don't know. That could be me.
You don't see that in the box?
Could be my conspiracy theory. I just think the owner there might be like, the last time we took a young brother, he got a little massage happy. Yeah. This guy seems good. He helps the homeless.
80 times.
This guy seems good. He helps. Oh, by the way, once is an accident. 2 is okay. 3 is 80, 20 times. I'm falling and I can't get out of my own way.
Well,
that's all I'm going to say about that.
I've said it a million times here. We are a channel based in facts. We don't believe in conspiracy theories. We don't believe in the Loch Ness Monster. We don't believe in anything such as that. We don't believe in Bigfoot. We don't believe in anything.
You got the Harry and the Hendersons.
We just sit there because we only talk about facts. We don't believe in conspiracy theories.
No, facts over feelings. Facts over feelings.
RFVD says the big shakeup in the draft is Giants drafting Willis, trading 7 to the Steelers, or the Lions drafting Willis and the Giants trading both of their picks to the Steelers and Saints for a massive haul. That's not bad.
If we don't take Willis, I'll be honest, I do want him to go to the Steelers. I do want him to. I feel like if he goes to the Steelers, it's gonna be like I don't really want to say it. It's gonna be like the brothers over there. Bringing up the young brother, but because Flores is over there. Tomlin has never had a losing record. So I'd want him to go to the Steelers. I wouldn't be mad if we got a haul. I do want us to use the picks, like I said on Sunday, because we earned these picks the right way.
No. Chicago earned that pick for us.
Oh, yes. Sorry. Thank you.
We earned 5.
Yes. We
earned 5 all alone, all on ourselves.
No, yeah, that's true. That was good. But that was probably the best move that Dave did.
Bad enough to get 2. What do we got here? We got NYB says we were hella surprised with Jones, aka Trash, aka Buttons. We were very surprised by him. We were very shocked by him.
Well, if anybody remembers around this time, this is Tuesday. So yeah, like maybe around this time 3 years ago, you started to hear
a rumble.
To hear a rumble. How do we know that Malik is an upgrade over Jones? Because he can run standing straight. Sorry, that's an automatic upgrade. I'm sorry. When you
can run straight and not fall down,
That's an upgrade, people. Like again, facts over feeling. When is the last time you've seen an NFL quarterback on a runaway, wide open, nobody next to him? He's got a caravan of his teammates with him, and the man face plants. I've said it enough times, but come on, that can't happen, man. That can't happen.
Carlos Alvarez's birthday today. It's Tim. It's my birthday, and the only thing I want is that this year the Giants. Happy birthday to Carlos.
Happy birthday, brother. Happy birthday.
Hope you have a great day. What does T-Brad have to say? T-Brad says, I take Sauce over Lloyd. Sorry, good brothers. I think the talent drop-off at linebacker isn't as bad as corner.
Well, I do think there is some good linebackers in here.
I think there's some good linebackers.
I think we talked about that on Sunday, and I agree with him on that. Like, there's definitely, you could get quality linebackers later. More so probably than corners. I'm
pulling up the Big 51 list by Online Big Blue, and I have, let's see, corners. I have McQuarrie. Roger McQuarrie at 21 from Auburn, 21 on my list. I have Booth at 15. That's Booth out of Clemson.
Okay.
I have Gardner. I still have my top 10 is still Hutchinson, Thibodeau, Hamilton, Stingley, Neal, Lloyd, Willis, Ickey, Gardner. And excuse me, and then I moved Jordan Davis up into 10.
You know what I also noticed on the mock draft you were doing? I know we can't pull it up now, but do you even remember when Linderbaum got drafted?
Linderbaum went in early in the second.
Was it second round? Okay, I just want to know if it was.
You wanted to say, what does this one say here? You see, the Giants brought 4 quarterbacks into the facility visits. The Giants have been using all their top 31s, all their top 31 visits. They have been using those extensively. James is frozen, just to make James feel better. That's evidently not going to work. We're going to wait till James' internet kicks back in.
Top 5. I don't know why.
There you go, James. You froze.
Yo, sorry, y'all. Sorry, y'all, for my wife.
I was making you feel better.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
It's helping you out, man. You know, I was just helping you out here. What is let's get another Carlos in because it is his birthday. Meant to say that hope the Giants get this draft right for once. You know what? I'm curious, and we got a lot of people in the chat. I'm curious. We always talk about what the good thing is in the draft, what we want to see. As Giant fans, what don't we want to see? What would make this a horrific draft? What would make this draft have me rip off the Elvis costume, throw down the mic, and never get back online again?
I think if we take Hamilton at 5 and then trade out of 7, I would be a little annoyed with that.
That would be bad.
I think that's one scenario where I could possibly see the crazy Giants maybe doing, but that would be, I think that would have me. I would have to. If I'm on the stream with you up there, I'd have to get off this camera for a minute because I'm going to go throw something. And you probably hear it in the background, but I'm going to throw something. Definitely.
Jersey Beaner says, hey, Tim, I want the Giants to draft from Malik Willis just to see Bad Dog's reaction. You know, it's funny. I was on Bad Dog's show about a month ago, I guess it was. And we talked about Malik Willis. And he was funny. At one point, he was like, I'm kind of warming up to the idea, but I don't know if it would be as bad as the Daniel Jones reaction.
No, that was, if you go on YouTube and type in Giants draft Daniel Jones reaction, there's a 5-minute clip and Bad Dog's on there. I think Chris the Entertainer's on there, Joe Button the rapper's on there. It's like a mix of just everybody's reaction on there, and it's hilarious. I watch it anytime. I'm like, I just want to laugh real quick. Cause Bad Dog, what he expressed on the outside, I felt that. You felt, that was real.
You felt the pain. Joe Rev says, guys, I don't think we've ever been as anxious for a draft as I am one for this one. I am losing sleep. I really want Malik.
All aboard the Malik Willis Express.
This is a big draft.
Don't forget your VIP tickets for Malik Willis is the $5 super chat. You will then become on the Malik Willis Express. On all super chats, of course. Go to the Philadelphia Children's Hospital. Because I'm trying to find my way into heaven.
No, man, you're going there naturally, man. It's all right.
Okay,
you're going in. But this is a big draft, man. Brother Joe, everybody knows this is pretty big, man. This is like if we stump our toe on this one, we're already behind the 8 ball with the cap, with some of the players we have. We don't have a real quarterback.
No.
So we're already behind the 8 ball. We can't really afford to go out here and try to reinvent the wheel.
Throw up another stinker. Brad points out a good thing. The other game, when you were talking about Daniel Jones's comeback games, the other game was his first game against Tampa. He's right.
Oh, thank you. Yes, that was
that would be 4 games then in 3 years.
Yeah, that was the best game he's looked, other than the New Orleans game where he led us back.
No one had any tape on him. Joe Rev says, I can't watch any mock drafts. Well, you can go watch last Sunday's that we did because we're awesome.
Yeah. I don't watch a whole bunch of mock drafts either. It's like, I know Mel and Kuiper on ESPN, they do like 30 leading up to Thursday. Even people on YouTube, they do multiple mock drafts, and it's kind of like you could drive yourself crazy with that.
Oh yeah, you can drive yourself insane. ECK says I would be mad with Wilson at 7. Okay, let's see here. RFD says I may even get a Willis jersey. Well, RFD, you're going to come with us. You're going to wait in line.
Yeah, man, we're going to be out there. We'll be like chain gang. We're going to be out there like we're waiting for the Jordan 10s to come out, the Space Jams.
That's right. This is the sound of the men working on the chain gang. Are we still shopping Tony? I don't know if we were ever accurately shopping Tony. I think it was more the fact that people were calling in reference to Tony, and we already went over my my content creator bashing.
You know what that was with the Tony though? That was when your dad comes in and is like, I'm going to send you to military school if you don't cut it out, if you don't shape up. I think that was Shane coming in there telling him like, telling him like, you better put that microphone down and pick up that playbook, son.
Kareem says, I'm all in for the Willis jersey. All right, we got Kareem on the chain gang coming down with us. We're all going to be sitting at the Dick's. Right. We're going to pick a Dick's.
That's what she said.
Sorry.
Oh, that's a little too close.
Sorry, I was a little late. I was a little late on that.
That's what she said. A little too close. We're gonna pick it. That's what she said.
I didn't think about it until it came out.
That's what she said.
Neuropass Fitness says this is the perfect time to draft Willis. Let Jones play until he gets beat up by Tyrod. Develop Willis during the same time, and we're ready to put him in. It's not a crazy idea to have 3 quarter. Joe Judge did not like to carry 3 quarterbacks. A lot of guys do not like to carry 3 quarterbacks because they feel it's a waste of one of the 53-man roster spots. But it's not a bad idea because you could also keep Willis on the practice squad. You can also have him not active for the games, and you're not losing the spot in the roster. And he could be that fill-in quarterback. I mean, that's actually I never even thought about that.
I think that's the in my perfect scenario with the brother just described. That's exactly what I think would happen. That's why they brought on Tyrod. They're familiar with him. They know he's a professional. By the way, did anybody see Tyrod at the game with Drea? The Brooklyn game the other night? That don't look like no backup quarterback to me.
I told you,
man.
I'm
going to say.
He's the OG QB.
I don't know too many backup quarterbacks are sitting up there, behind underneath the basket, almost front row underneath the basket with his girl chilling.
I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to say anything, but we seen the pictures at the basketball game with Daniel Jones's haircut. What did I say on Sunday? He's not going to get any ladies with that haircut. You? Yes. Me? I'm married. So it doesn't matter.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Our hair? Come on.
Daniel Jones has been going to the same barber since he was 12.
They put a bowl in his head and just cut around. Like, I'm done picking on Daniel Jones. I'm sorry. Let's see. It's time for the Giants to draft an electrifying quarterback with this and dispel the whole not drafting a black quarterback stuff all in one. We talked about this. You, me, T-Brad, Anthony, everyone was on the stream. You and I just talked about this today offline that the Giants would be what did you say about if Dwayne Haskins had progressed in Washington and was still in Washington? I think that was a great comment.
Well, we were dangerously close to being the only team in our division, probably for the first time that I can remember. I'm sure it might have that we would be the only team that didn't have a black quarterback. Cowboys have Dak Prescott, who's already led them to the playoffs and won a playoff game. The Eagles have Jalen Hurts, who's already led them to the playoffs. And then if Haskins would have worked out, the Redskins would have had. Yes, I'm calling them the Redskins. I'm sorry to all my Indian brothers, but I'm never calling them that other name. Same thing with the Guardians in baseball. Sorry, it's just silly to me. And I'm black, so I feel like I have a little bit of a pass to say it.
You are?
You have to tell
me these things ahead of time.
So the Redskins.
Hold on, I gotta write this down. I got James is black. Okay. Go.
So the Redskins, if Haskins would have worked out, every team would have had a black quarterback except us. Not saying that means anything, because again, there's plenty of black quarterbacks, Geno Smith, to come out who didn't pan out.
Right.
And I'm not saying that just because he's black, he's going to be good. Go watch his highlights. He actually looks like he can play. He can throw the ball. It has nothing to do with him being black. That I want him. I think he can actually freaking play. I call Josh Allen White Vic for anybody that doesn't know that by now. So that lets you know how I feel.
And I'm the Josh Allen of YouTube.
And you're the white chocolate of YouTube. So
I'm the white chocolate of YouTube. T-Brad says, how much do you believe the rumors that we take Sauce as high as 5? I don't dispel the rumors because I think people are right. I think in the Wink system, you're going to need a corner. And if you're going to dump Bradbury, you're going to need a guy alongside Adoree Jackson, because you have a host of others that are going to be the CB2 that you're not really sold on. And it's a dangerous system to play when you don't have a pass rush.
Oh, yeah. I mean, one thing I've learned about the draft is the closer we get, the more you hear the same rumors, the same messages, the same players, the same names mentioned. That's when I start to go, okay, this is picking up steam. And the Sauce, I've definitely heard that more and more and more as we get closer. So I definitely think there's a strong possibility that at least Wink and Joe and Brian, they're definitely thinking about it. There has to be some, where there's smoke, there's fire.
Yeah,
there's smoke, there's fire. So
and we got another person on board. The Malik Jones at the 5. We got another person on the Malik Willis Express.
The Malik Willis Express.
He's jumping on board. We're getting
there. Yeah, man. We all should jump on board, because again, if we take him and he's our quarterback, then we got to support him. We got to support him.
Are people allowed at the Met for draft day? Yes, they have. Actually, I'm still trying to figure out what I'm going to do for the draft, because I have draft day tickets.
Oh, wow, you do.
I actually have. Someone gave me draft day tickets, so I may either give them away or I have to figure it out. But yes, they are allowed. There is a draft party at the Met, but all the tickets are gone.
Oh, I would assume they did.
They were gone. They were gone within the first couple hours.
Yeah.
Justin wants to cap fix, trade up. Here's the problem. We've talked about this, James. We don't have the money to sign 2 top 10 picks right now. We don't have the money to sign our draft class. Even when we dump, I shouldn't say dump, because I don't like dumping James Bradbury, but even when we move on from James Bradbury, we still don't have the money. We don't, and we also, what's the key word? Operational cap space. We don't have it.
That's crazy. That shows you, like, we're behind the 8 ball, people. Like, we're not, I know we're all happy that the track coach is gone and everything, and we finally have some people who look like they know what they're doing, but we're still behind the 8 ball. Like, we got
a little bit,
like we're not nowhere near in the clear. We have some trees to cut down and hack through some jungle.
We have not seen through the forest, through the trees yet. We're only at 75 likes. We got 100 some people in the room. I want 100 likes.
Come on, that's Joe Judge math. Come on now, that's Joe Judge math.
Joe Judge math is okay. Joe Judge math is screwed the team out of a bunch of money, drive them into the ground, and then get fired. That's Joe Judge math.
Yeah. But and Joe Judge math is also, I have 3 timeouts, so I'm gonna call all 3 now.
I'm gonna call them all at once,
and then I'm gonna pull my extra one because I get a bonus timeout at the end of at the beginning of the second half.
Christopher says, I would be mad if we take a quarterback at 5 and 7. 5 or 7, I would assume he meant.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people would, a
lot of people, we wouldn't be mad here.
Yeah, it's, and the thing I meant to comment on when you were talking about Bad Dog, good brother, makes some good videos, definitely informative. He made a video talking about, because he loves Kyler Murray,
right?
And my thing is, if you love Kyler Murray, and I'm not just talking about Bad Dog, but any Giants fan who thought it would have been a good idea to trade for Kyler Murray if the Cardinals are actually going to trade him, you might as well draft Malik or Pickett or somebody
and save the draft capital. I love this one because Mark says, I know you have red slipper. Mark, I love Mark. Mark's always some great comments. Mark made a smart ass comment a couple weeks back that it was like finding the ruby slippers. So what did Online Big Blue do? He broke out the ruby slipper. No,
you didn't. You did?
Oh, yeah, I did.
My God. Yo, you're crazy.
I can't get them now because they're all the way over there. Mark says, I know you have ruby slippers, but I remind you that the great and powerful Oz likes Jones and he still owns the team. Well, I don't want to say this, and I did not want to divulge this, James. I did not want to divulge this. James and I have been working behind the scenes recently, and we've been on fundraising pages, and we've been on we are creating a fundraising page to buy the Giants, and we currently have $1.97.
Yeah.
So I think we're only about 2.5 billion behind. But James, I think if we keep this GoFundMe thing up, I think we'll have the money in 4,678 years, and we'll get rid of Mara.
Hey, listen, man. If a billionaire can buy a platform made for free speech for $40 billion, we could buy the Giants.
Why not? We got money. Mike,
buy the Giants.
You want to throw in some money with us?
Come on, man.
Want to have room for his special teams players. Nate Ebner, man.
That was a good one. To spend all his special guys that we're going to add to the team, and they never added anything.
Nate Ebner has still not turned around in the Chicago game. He's still not turned around. I think he's finally made to 360. Oh, I miss Nate. Raw Bean enthusiast. And no matter what happens, I'll support. But I do have my opinion about potential picks. I just want to be consistently competitive. Damn, great way to put it up.
Yeah, we all do. That's a great way to put it. I'm tired of being the laughing stock. Like if you don't think the other teams in our division are like, please keep Daniel Jones. Please keep Daniel Jones. Rehabilitate him for a third time.
Please keep Judge back.
Yeah, they want us to keep him, man. You think Jerry Jones is sitting there going, "Oh, I'm really scared of Daniel Jones." No. Come on, man. No, we're a laughing stock. We want to be competitive. We want to be respectable again. You know what we got to get back to?
You know what the worst part is? I already told James. I told James. I said, when we hang out, dude, bring the CD. I mean, bring the DVD, because I got a DVD player in the basement.
That's the Super Bowl. That's the Super Bowl DVD that I went out and bought with the shirt I had on Sunday. We gotta bring it back to that, man. Respectability, Giants football. Teams at minimum, when you play the Giants, you at least got to know we're gonna get punched in the mouth.
We're gonna be punched in the face. This is again the comments. They must be interested in QBs bringing in foreign to facility. There's got to be some interest. I think there is. Where there's smoke, there's fire. Cream says the Skin said Doug Williams. They also have Donovan McNabb. They also had Dwayne Haskins.
Yo, the Cowboys, they had that dude. Was it Quincy Carter? He was trash. They put Quincy Carter out there. Carter
had a good season. He was under Parcells. He had one good season. He was just a little busy doing something. I don't know what he was doing a lot of.
Right, but under the tuna though. Just like Mac Jones looked pretty good under Belichick last year, but it's a great coach. So,
You're right. Jay says Willis is the NFL version of Michael Jordan. I'm going to go that far.
Yeah, I don't want to put. I
like Willis a lot, but is he MJ?
I don't want to put that pressure on the young brother.
I don't want to put that pressure on the kid. I can't.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't go that far.
Winning a Super Bowl. Of course, Doug
Williams.
Doug is a legend, no doubt.
Yeah, we were talking about him. We were talking about the black quarterbacks always get the label of being scramblers, but there's plenty like Doug Williams, Warren Moon, who are pocket passers who proved that they could play at an elite level once given the opportunity. So every black quarterback's not a scrambler.
Stu says,
all aboard the Malik Willis Express.
The train is filling up. Be on it or be under it, because we're running people over. Oh, LeVar says, Casanova, me and Romeo ain't never been friends. I'm sorry. I still haven't seen my mock draft. Oh, LeVar gave me a mock draft, and he actually gave me I'm going to plug Lamar right now. He gave me a very good mock draft. He gave me an excellent mock draft, and I'm not going to lie. I gave it to James, and he lost it.
I did. No, you know what I did? I rolled it up and it got burned up. Sorry, it was in the wrong pile of papers. It was in the wrong pile of papers.
It was in the wrong paper with the Maui Wowie. So I'm not going to say anything, but that's what happened. LeVar, I actually lost the email. And I'm being 100% honest. I have 2 email accounts, and I've switched to my tim@onlineBigBlue.com account. And I do apologize. If you could resend it to me, I will make sure that it gets plugged tomorrow before the draft. I will make that. Who are you talking to?
Oh yes, I have somebody here, but she's not going to be on camera.
Is she
she's
shy?
She's she's just watching.
Shy? Wait, the question is she wearing the sassy glasses?
No, they're on the table now, but they're close. They're close by.
Tell her I like the sassy glasses. I thought
Tim said he liked your glasses.
They went well with the Coach bag.
The Basquiat. Oh my, she said thank you. My goodness.
I showed them to my wife. I said, you got to get glasses like these. I really did. I really did. I said, I like these. Something's seriously wrong with me. Jay says, what do you think Wink is pulling for the draft? I think they're going to have to go some kind of defensive player in with the second pick. If they don't go defense first, I think they got to go something on the second.
Well, what about if I haven't heard this too much. I think I'm the only one that really said this. I thought, what if we go defense both picks? How would that make you feel?
Well, you should know this because you've listened to my videos.
Of course.
I've mapped at one point Kayvon Thibodeau and Devin Lloyd. Thibodeau at 5, Lloyd at 7. I said, if you do that, you have fixed your defense. I can then take the rest of my picks, and I can just get offensive linemen if I wanted to. I could go get Zion Johnson. I can go find who do I got on my list that I really like on the offensive line. I like what's his name? I like Trevor Penning.
Yep.
Yeah, he's I'm trying to get all my list here. I like what's his name? Kenyon Green out of Texas A&M. I like Linderbaum, but I got Linderbaum lower on my list right now. But there's a lot of guys.
Yeah, you're not a big Linderbaum dude. I read your facial expressions.
He's slight of frame. I don't know how he's going to hold up against like a 345 pound nose tackle. You're always in college, and anyone that's played in college, you understand there's a segment of players that's better than everyone else. We've said it before. It's like Ohio State playing Sister Mary with a poor university. You are better than that team. You're better. Your talent is higher than that, and you're going to take a whooping. You know it. I've been on the many ends of the whooping end. So I know this.
So I call them warm-up games in college football.
They are called warm-up games.
It's like the YMCA Chattanooga Fighting Hawks against the Michigan Wolverines, and it's like okay.
Back in my day in college, we call them tune-up games.
Tune-up. Yeah.
You usually played before you played like a top 10, top 15 team, top 20 team. Then you get a tune-up game, and you beat up on, like I said, Sister Mary with a poor university.
Yeah.
Who's got like a goat at linebacker? It's just what you do. I mean, and I think that's what Linderbaum is out of Michigan. While he's played against top talent, he's also played on the interior. I just don't like Linderbaum. I'm not gonna. What is Justin? I'm not gonna bash the kid. Justin says we have a trash. Yeah, we do have a trash pass rush.
We do. We have to address that pass rusher. We have to get a pass rusher.
We did address it.
King of the almost sack.
It's addressed.
Stop that.
It's addressed. Never.
Stop that.
Never.
That guy, man. That was a crazy.
He's going to be traded, and I'm still going to be playing that sound effect. Malik Willis is I don't think he's Charlie Ward. This was a comparison I heard before about Charlie Ward. Charlie Ward out of Florida State did not go to the NFL because he thought and knew he was first-round talent, but he probably wasn't going to get taken until the later portions of the rounds of the draft. So he went in the first round and played for the Knicks. And at one point in time, they said that Charlie Ward was the best quarterback in New York while he was playing for the Knicks.
Yeah, I remember that. That was just to be funny.
I mean, I don't think he's Charlie Ward. I think it's a different. I have a video coming out, and I'm going to talk about it briefly for a second because I don't shy away from race. I don't shy away from anything. And the video is titled "The New York Giants, Daniel Jones, and the Black Quarterback." And the video is already done. I discuss and T-Brad, I have to give T-Brad all the credit in the world for this because T-Brad said this so succinctly on Sunday. He said, Daniel Jones is almost like a black quarterback from the 70s or the 80s. He has the talent, he has the level, he has this, but like they used to say about Warren Moon and Randall Cunningham and Michael Vick and Jack Thompson and all these other guys and Charlie Ward, that they were just scramblers and they did not have the intelligence or the awareness or the wherewithal to process plays fast enough. And Daniel Jones has all the athletic talent allegedly in the world, but he can't process plays. And T-Brad pointed out that's like what they used to say about black quarterbacks in the 70s and 80s and 90s. So I did a video about that, and I'm probably going to release it after the draft because I got a bunch of other ones coming up and we have the stream coming up. But okay. I think it's something that needs to be talked about. I think it's something that needs to be addressed, not only from the perspective of a social issue, but I think for younger fans who, unlike you and myself, who are a little bit older, I'm a lot older, who don't remember some of these guys that never got the opportunity or had to go to Canada.
Yeah,
opportunity just to come and play in this league because of the fact that there was the astigmatism that they can't process plays fast enough and they're only scramblers.
Yeah, and I'm not going to draw this out because we could talk about this at length nauseum all day, but even with the there was the was it the CTE or the brain damage lawsuit that was going on not too long ago, where the NFL is just prejudice. It just is. It has racist elements, it's prejudice. It just is. We love football, but the NFL it's the good old boys club. And even aside from the black quarterback theory that that T-Brad brought up, which he's 100,000% correct about, there was a thing going around that said black players in general, because our brains, because black men's brains are smaller, they don't take as much brain damage or CTE damage or something. So just being a black player in the NFL, brought a lot with it at one point in time, and you were looked at kind of a side eye, I'll say, compared to other players. So it's not just the quarterbacks; it was all of them. Right. And JM, what I was gonna say, Tim, what do you think? I think Malik could be somewhere in the middle of Dante Culpepper and Russell Wilson.
I like Dante Culpepper. We have a UFC alum in the house. So I've seen Dante Culpepper play. I saw him play in Orlando.
Oh, wow.
He was a big kid coming out of UCF. He had a great deep ball, but everyone says, yes, Randy Carter had a lot to do with it, but there was another guy on the other side of the field from Randy Moss.
Chris Carter.
So, and Dante had that one or two big seasons, and then Randall Cunningham came in and replaced him when he got injured and exploded and jump-started his career. So I think a lot of Dante Culpepper had to do was the style of play and the offensive talent around him more than, because look what he did after he left Minnesota. Yes, there was injuries, but he had to stop in Miami. He had to stop with the Raiders. Did he stop with the Redskins too at one point? Redskins.
It was over though. After he did a little stint in Miami, it was over. And he had Robert Smith, I think, at running back, who had a good couple of years as well. So Minnesota, who we blew out in that NFC Championship game years ago, mind you, but they were very potent on offense. He had a lot of weapons.
Very potent.
He had a lot of weapons on that.
That's what she said.
Justin says Malik is to the NFL what Linderbaum is to the NFL. I'm not sure I get that.
Yeah, I don't get that one either. I don't get that either, brother Justin.
I get it right here. Next one. Played against trash. Malik actually played against multiple top 20 teams last year, and he also had his team in the top 25 the year prior. And Linderbaum, their team almost went to the championship if they wouldn't have lost to Michigan State.
The only kickback I'll say to that argument is, were you saying the same thing when we drafted Daniel Jones? If you were saying the same thing when we drafted Daniel Jones, I'll let you make that argument. But if you haven't been saying the same thing, because there's actually a lot of comparisons with Daniel Jones and Malik Willis. That's why I don't get too mad when people are like, I don't want to take him. Small school, not a lot of people know about him. Didn't play against consistently. He did play against top talent, but not like a schedule like Ohio State or Alabama would have had, so there are similarities. I get that, like we keep an open mind and eye and ear here on this channel. But if you weren't saying that all these past 3 years, then I don't want to hear that now about Malik Willis. And I'm not saying that just to you, brother, who made that comment. I'm just saying in general that you should have been saying that, because that's what I was saying since we drafted Daniel Jones. Is the guy didn't play against anybody. He didn't play against anybody. And all this talk about, Cutcliffe. Let me tell you something about Cutcliffe training, Eli. The Mannings have football running through their blood. They have football running through their blood. Go look at Archie Manning. He was like, he was a scrambling quarterback.
Yeah.
You know, his athleticism, real athleticism. You think Daniel Jones can even come close to that? No.
Nope.
So that whole family, I mean, even the brother that got the neck injury, and then now the nephew, like they are football gods as far as just the talent that runs through their gene pool.
Let's get away from all this. Let's get back into the draft.
You know,
let's round this back in the draft because that's a time for another thing. LeBron wants to know interior lineman from Tennessee, Matthew Butler, taking him in the 4th round. Matthew Butler, little small. He's like 297 pounds. He's about 6'4". I don't know if he's going to be an anchor as a defensive interior lineman. If you're going to take a 4th round flyer on him, I don't have a problem with that. But he's a little bit on the slight side for my liking for if you're going to keep him on the interior, because I think he's about 6'4", 297, if I remember properly.
Okay, so, well, I won't lie. I'm not too familiar with that brother. I'm gonna have to look him up. I've heard the name, but I'm not too familiar with him. You know, I don't try to come on here and act like I know every player. And in the draft, there's like 1,000 guys coming out. So
no, I know there's too many. I just remember some guy. Tom says, "Good afternoon, Tim. Good afternoon." Good afternoon, James.
What up, brother Tom?
It's going to James. Don't front on Charlie Ward. No one wants to take him in the 1st round. I'm not going to get into that because there's a whole dichotomy. I get into that, but I'm not going to get into that. We're not going to get into that right now. Oh wait, and I forgot about this about Minnesota. Robert Smith was an above average running back before he decided to become a lawyer. I think he either became a doctor or a lawyer. Robert Smith.
Yeah, something like that. But
he was 26, I think he was, and he actually had like a 1,400-yard rushing season. He was actually
he had a couple of good years.
State, I believe it was.
That's what I'm saying. That Minnesota team, they kind of like Minnesota now. They have weapons out there. They definitely had a potent offense with Carter, Moss, and Smith.
And Vinny G says, imagine Willis being a mix of Moon and Vic. I would take that.
Well, no offense, Vinny, but I feel like we're putting the Michael Jordan thing back on him. If he's a mix of Warren Moon and Michael Vick, he might arguably be the best quarterback
ever.
You know, right under Tom Brady. You know,
that's like taking Michael Jordan and mixed him with Wilt Chamberlain.
That's
throwing in the defense of Bill Russell.
Oh my God, nah, that's like what you do on 2K when you're like, I'm gonna create Big Ten. You know,
this guy's got 99s across the board. Let's say Jay Sports Card says, "Sorry, Tim, but the Giants are waiting for Archie."
They better not be.
I hope they're not waiting for Archie. I really hope they're not waiting for Archie. Let's see here. We got Bubs. What is here? Crazy thing is DJ would have been available. I don't know if he would have been available in the 2nd round. That draft. I don't know. I think he might have gone later in the 1st. I mean, there was speculation.
I'm real curious to know if Denver would have picked him up over Drew Lock if he was there.
That would be a curious situation. Justin says, "You boys all have a good day. Hope we get Pro Bowlers, whoever it may be." Justin, thank you for stopping in. Thank you for dropping by. We're not done yet. We're going to 6.
All right, have a good one, brother Justin.
But have yourself a good day. Zach Attack coming in with a big super chat says Dable needs success and fail with his own guy. Needs to succeed and fail with his own guys. I've said this before. You want to win with your guys. Daniel Jones isn't his guy. I want to get off the Daniel Jones train. Let's talk about some players.
Yeah, let's talk. Yeah. Let's leave the quarterback.
Let's talk about some players here. Jay McDuffie had a sauce. I like McDuffie a lot. I've talked about McDuffie now for multitudes of times because of the fact that I think he's going to be better suited playing in the safety position. I think that he is a corner now, but I think his skill sets lend better. He's also on the smaller side.
Okay, I couldn't remember if it was him or McCreary. One of them I know is kind of on the smaller.
We talked about McDuffie. McDuffie's 5'11", 195 pounds. He's a quarterback out of Washington. I think he's more slotted as a safety. If I was the Giants, I have him ranked 30th overall, and my list is based off of talent, not talent versus position. It's just overall talent.
Yeah.
So I have McDuffie 30th overall. If he is there early in the 2nd round, I would take McDuffie. If we went, let's just say we go, and that's not, I know it's not gonna happen, but let's say we go Malik, and then we go an offensive lineman. I would not be upset if they went McDuffie, and then went linebackers back to back in the 3rd.
I think if we did go that route, let's say we took or even if let's say we went Malik and offensive lineman, or we went Evan Neal and then Garrett Wilson, you have to address the defense with the next two picks.
You have to
you have
address
to.
the defense.
I wouldn't jump out the window. If we took Evan Neal and Wilson, or of course I'd be happy we take Malik and a Neal or Iquanu. But if we go offense first two picks, then you have to go defense next two, maybe even three, depending on who's there.
I still like Christian Harris out of Alabama.
I do too.
He's the 6'2", 232-pound linebacker out of Alabama. I've talked about him ad nauseum. I'm trying to see if there's anyone else on my list that who I think, and I was thinking about this guy again the other day. It's Drake Jackson at a USC.
Yeah,
6'4", 250 pounds. To me, he's listed more as a quasi end / outside linebacker. I think he could fit into the Giants scheme as well. And I think he can offer the Ojulari versatility, especially on the defense. Oh, of course it would have to be on the defense.
Yeah, him and what do you think about? I know I asked you this on the phone. If OGR, I can't see the chat, but if OGR pops in, I know he's got the Penn State pipeline. What's the cat's name? Brandon Smith. What do you think about him?
I think what I have to be remiss because I live in Pennsylvania, and but I'm not as versed on him as I probably should be.
Oh, okay. I did a little looking into him. He seems like I hate to say a Micah Parsons type coming out of Penn State, but he seems like another name to keep an eye on. Maybe in the later if he's available. Obviously. But linebackers, we definitely need to linebacking, pass rushing, safety corner. Again, we just have a lot of holes. My fellow G-men. We just best player available, like you said, best player available.
Best player available, and then we have what do we have here? What about Darren Beavers? He's out of Cincinnati. Cincinnati Beavers. He's actually riding up the chart. 6'4", 250 pounds. He's actually a graduate senior, so he's been in the league. He's going to be a little bit older. He has all the measurables. But I think it's going to be interesting. He could be a later. I know he's going up the boards right now. I've heard that name a couple times.
There's a couple cats coming out of Cincinnati that that they had a good team last year, aside from the Riddler, and there's definitely a couple players on that team coming out. Beavers being one of them.
Beavers would be another good. I would if it depends on again if he's pulling a Mike Mamula and rising up the board. I think he could be a good third round pick. We need linebackers.
Yeah, I'm so tired of tight ends just burning us over the middle or up the seam or just simple routes that our linebackers just can't cover. It's embarrassing. I've been watching it for like 20 years. Yeah.
Hurst for real says Cutcliffe coached Eli at Ole Miss, which is much better football school and conference than Duke. Yeah, I mean it's Ole Miss is not what I would refer to as a powerhouse.
No, but it just the quick point I was just making before is that it's Eli Manning. Yep. His brother is Peyton. His dad is Archie. That guy has football. He probably was sucking on a football instead of a rattle in the crib when he was a baby. He'd be here, take this. Play with that.
Was. Mr. Easy Lopez says, looking for the one they call Easy. Malik wouldn't do good here in New York. He needs to go to a team like the Steelers. I think Malik, if coached properly, could go to any team. And I think, but the dichotomy of that is, I think it's really about any player.
Yeah,
that you could say that. But we're up to 93 likes. We want to get to Hundy.
Oh, that's right. 7 more. Come on now. I see y'all 7 walked in the club, got some Hennessy wings, didn't pay the tip.
Once we hit 100 likes, James. Once we hit 100 likes, we're giving away a shirt.
Oh,
we are giving away your choice of a Poppycockers, an online Big Blue shirt, or a Draft Baby Yeah shirt. Once we hit 100, we're going to give away a shirt. James, should it be a trivia question or should it just be, oh my God. Stop calling me, people. I'm working.
You're a popular man.
If I'm not talking to you on the phone, I'm working. How should we do it? Should it be a trivia question or should it be, I think it should be a draft trivia, a Giants.
Yeah, I would say a draft. Yeah, draft trivia question.
Oh, we're at 102.
Oh, wow, that was quick. Yeah, I seen y'all in the back of the club eating them Hennessy wings.
You know what the problem is?
Pay the bartender.
I my mouth and said this a long time ago. I changed my mind. We need 200 likes before I give away a T-shirt.
Now you're just being greedy. But real quick, the point about the coaching, like you were saying, like OGR brought up, we need we need a wide receiver. I hate to say that, but it's on the coaching, man. It's how many players have we drafted in the past 5-6 years that are not here, are playing on other teams.
Dude, I did a whole video about it. Joey, always a fun listen, guys. All right, we're gonna do a draft question. Everyone, get your fingers ready. Get your fingers ready. No Googling, no shooting, no shooting.
Zach, that means you, brother.
No, I don't think Zach Attack's in the room. We are going to do a draft trivia question. All right. I'm going to find. I have a list here. Draft.
He's gonna pull up something good because I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes you pull up some questions. I'm like, where the hell do you get that?
I have a list, and I'm trying to find the list on my computer. My computer crapped out today. And I still need to get the new computer set up. Okay. You know what? I think we should make it an easy question.
Oh, you easy? That's a trick.
Let's make it an easy question. In the 2004 Eli Manning draft, who was the Giants' first overall or their first pick in the first round? James, you can't answer. So in the Eli Manning 2004 draft, who was the Giants' first round pick? Oh, I'm sorry, Zach, that I missed your super chat. I apologize. I'm going to get back to that in a minute. I'm going to put that up right now, Zach. I apologize, my friend. Who was, and it's going to be the first person. Oh, we got a bunch of people typing it in already. And the first one that I see is J Sports Cards is the winner of the whatever shirt you want. It's Phillip Rivers. I was trying to trick people.
I know. That's why I was just trying to sit here like.
I was trying to trick people, but you know what? People are smarter than me. I get tricked easily.
Well, people in this channel are smart.
I'm like a cat. You dangle a string in front of me, like it's like, oh, where'd that go? But J Sports Cards, you are the winner. You have to email me at tim@onlinebigblue.com. Email me your size, which shirt you want. If you want a Poppycocker shirt, an Online Big Blue shirt, or a Draft Baby Yeah shirt, and just send me your address, and we'll get that out to you today. We just sent out someone got won a shirt Sunday that just went out today. He wanted an Online Big Blue shirt.
And speaking of real quick, speaking of Poppycocker shirts. Obviously you already know I'm gonna get me one. But if anybody's seen Brother Donnell, I haven't seen him in the chat in a couple of days. We got a bet, brother.
Donnell in a while.
I haven't seen Donnell in a while. Me and brother Donnell made a bet that for some reason he thinks Daniel Jones is gonna come out his cocoon and have a good year this year. I was like, okay, so we got a bet for a Poppycockers hoodie. I need an extra large, brother. None of that tight stuff.
The problem is he's the guy that goes to the club that owes the tab. And the tab is due now. We can't find him in the club. Zach Attack with the $2 super chat says Dable needs success and fit. We did talk about this, Zach.
Yeah, no, you got that one.
We got that one. I got that one. Unless there was another one. Dable needs to succeed and fail with his own guys. Yeah, we talked about that for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, no, that's what everybody. That's what every coach and
you have to win and lose with your own guys. That's why we're saying that Daniel Jones is not a Dable guy. Why would if you were Dable, why would you want Daniel Jones?
Exactly. And no matter what Mara says, I know he's the owner, but just keep in mind, Dable and Joe, they don't have no loyalty to this kid.
Yeah, don't you remember we talking about buying the team?
Yeah, they don't have any loyalty to this kid. It's called saying the right thing in public because you're a professional.
You're a professional. Vinny G says the Panthers pick at 6 is very interesting. It is very interesting for the Giants. The 6th pick. That is very interesting pick because you don't know what I mean. The Panthers may jump up for Malik. They may try to get a wide receiver. I mean, they have some similar needs.
Yeah,
the Giants have. So it could be a quandary if the Giants decide not to take. If the Giants don't take Malik at 5, he's going to the Panthers.
Yeah, I believe so too. I don't think he's getting out of the top 10, honestly. I don't care what anybody says about, this is not a heavy quarterback draft, whatever. And that may be true, but for most boards, he's at the top quarterback in this draft. So regardless of how you feel about the quarterbacks overall, he is 9 times out of 10 on most people's list the number 1 quarterback. So if there's a guy going to go, it's going to be him. And I don't think he's making it I'll give you it 11. I don't think he's making it past 11. And I don't even know who picks at 11. I'm just saying that.
Right. JM says reports are saying Panthers locked in on a quarterback at 6. That would be great for a trade back, maybe Atlanta or Seattle. No, because I want Malik.
Yeah, Atlanta's another interesting spot. I know they picked up Marcus Mariota, I think, but Atlanta's another interesting
it's another interesting landing spot. You know what the problem is? I used the wrong gel. So the lights are melting my gel. So
nah, you're like Iceman in Top Gun.
You gotta bite Maverick. I never understood the bite. I never understood the locker room saying, what the hell is he biting?
Yo,
what the hell is he biting? What is Kazansky biting?
Oh my God, I love that movie, man. I can't wait for the new one to come out. I don't care if it's been how many years. I can't wait to watch it.
I can wait.
I know it's not going to be as good. I know.
50-year-old ice. Who wants to see older than that? Who wants to see almost 60-year-old in Tom Cruise? As
I know, right?
And he's only a captain.
Yeah, supposedly that's a cool thing. If you watch the trailer, they're making it seem like, oh, he's a rebel. He never made it past captain. It's like, no, that's actually not a good thing.
The problem is they what they refer to in the military is they run you out if you miss X amount of promotions over a certain period of time. They refer to it as being passed over. So if you're passed over multitudes of time, they actually run you out. You actually get chucked out of the military after a certain period.
Oh wow! So you get timed out essentially.
You get timed out basically, yeah.
Wow, that's crazy. I didn't know that. Yeah. Wow.
What does he say? None of that tight stuff respects.
Oh yeah, none of that tight stuff. No. We don't do that. I need an extra large, man.
Extra large, man. Extra large. Joe Rev says ESPN has Malik going number 20 to the Steelers. We got to know GR super chat. Said Tim, I know your answer. I want James' opinion. Well, I'm not going to let you do it then. Ooh, burger.
Oh, GR, what up, baby? I was just talking about you. You're gonna live a long time.
Who wants that burger shop tonight? Who votes Burger Shop? In the chat, who votes Burger Shop?
Tim, I know your answer. I want James. Do you think we would have
James, I'll be saying yes to Burger Shop. Yes.
Yeah. Burger Shop is yes. I don't even need to give an answer for that.
We don't even need. Do you think we have an open competition? Oh, yeah, I've talked about this. Do you think, James, there's an open competition between Jones and Tyrod Taylor?
My conspiracy brain is telling me, especially from that picture with there's a picture with Dable like kind of like talking to Tyrod and like really close and they're talking, I guess, at practice. But OGR, what I think is happening is because other than Bigfoot making an appearance is
because it's a conspiracy.
Dable and Shane signed Tyrod because they know him. They know he's a professional. They know he can handle not being on the bench for a little bit. He's not going to go crazy or do something off the field to bring attention to himself. But things you got to keep in mind is we're paying him a pretty decent salary for a backup and
low end starter money.
I think what's going to happen is they went to Tyrod and said, hey, we want to bring you in. Now keep in mind, like you're not going to be the starter day one unless this kid gets hurt, but they probably told him wink, wink. Hey, you're going to play sooner rather than later, because if we're putting Daniel Jones out there, let's say in the first 8 games, he just looks the same and he just looks bad. You have to make a switch, even to just put Tyrod out there just to kind of give the appearance that, oh, well, look, fans, if we had a better quarterback, look how different the team
how different that things would be.
So I don't think it's going to be a full open, but I think it's hey, Tyrod, just be patient. We'll get you in there. Wink, wink.
As soon as we can. All right, there's 80 people in the room. We have 27 minutes left. I'm going to do this, James. We're at 107 likes. Okay, you ready for this, James? Are you ready?
Sir.
Are you ready for this? We're at 107 likes. If we that's the 27 minutes. If we get to 160 likes before 6 o'clock, before 6. No, we're going to have to do it at 5:55, which is in 22 minutes. I will give away a 2011 Eli Manning replica Super Bowl ring.
Oh.
I will reach into the online Big Blue box and I will give away an Eli Manning 2011 replica Super Bowl ring. If we get to, what did I say, 160?
Yeah, 160. So what do we? That's like another 53. 53 likes.
You will get the Eli Manning ring. Doesn't fit me because I got big hands. I got big hands. That's a problem. But you will get it. You will get a ring, and I have the ring right here. You will get my ring. This is actually my ring.
Yo, real quick, if OGR, brother, if you're in the chat, what do you think about Brandon Smith coming out of Penn State, the linebacker? I think I meant to ask you that on Sunday.
We got the Brandon Smith. We got the Brandon Smith thing. Why do I have this thing over here? November 5. I haven't been able to catch you. Oh, Damien's in the room. Damien, who has been an online Big Blue member for 5 months now. If those that do not know, if you're an online OG online Big Blue member, you stay one for 6 months. Damien is at month number 5 right now. If you are an OG, and it's a lot of money. It's $1.99.
Shout out to Damien.
I couldn't give it away for free. You get a ring. Damien is 1 month away from getting his free online Big Blue Dakota ring.
Almost there, brother.
You were almost there, Dan. Good to see you, Dan. I haven't seen you in a while, my brother. Where you been hiding? And I don't even see your comment here. I actually see it on the other window I have opened. So I don't know. My comments must be way far behind.
Yeah, shout out to everybody in the chat, man. This is the best channel, the best conversations we have here.
Best conversation. Much
love to everybody here, man.
Nothing
Salute y'all.
Nothing but love. But Damien, I miss you, man. Where you been? Every once in a while he pops in with a comment, Damien. Oh yeah, Damien says 30. Now we got 30 more days, man. 30 more days and you get your ring. You actually are going to be the first one to get a ring, Damien. If you take your 6 months, you'll be the first one. What is JT say? JT card. Send my email if you can reply to it and send me my. I'll send my address. First one to confirm it. You got it. Yeah, that's actually on my other computer. I'm in the online Big Blue Studios. So when I go upstairs, I will return your email so you know it's me. Let's see. OGR says about Brandon Smith. Brandon Smith, I wasn't crazy about him. I think he can be a solid pro, though. I don't see him being much of an upgrade. Oh, so he's not upgrade. So OGR, I'm not picking on you because OGR is the world famous co-host of 312 and 1, the podcast.
Yes, sir. Download that Big Blue online Big Blue app, people.
It's free. I'm the only YouTuber that gives shit away for free all the time. I gotta start doing something where I get these emails from like Bet USA and Manscaped and all these other people saying, we want to sponsor your channel. We want to do You're not giving me any shit to give it to my subscribers to do this. So I say no. One thing was like, I think it was one of the ticket places. I can't remember what the ticket place. They're like, well, they can get $10 off a ticket or an entire order. I'm like, wow. So if they spend $400, you're going to give them $10 off.
Yeah, good deal.
I said, give them 10% off and then I will do it. I said, don't make, I'm not selling out.
Yeah, no. One of the reasons why we love you, brother, is that, you don't just cater to the super chats. And I'm sure you appreciate it. They all go to the Children's Hospital. So bless everybody for, all donations to the kiddies. But, we appreciate that you at least, you shout out the comments that make sense or the real comments.
I try to shout out all comments.
It's not just about, hey, man, I'm sending you $5, man. Say what I said. The sky is blue and water is wet.
Hey, listen, I'm not going to disparage the super chat because it goes to the kids. So people want to donate money. I'm all for that because, like I said, it helps us, it helps them, it helps everyone. Hey, Tim Jeff Newman says, how come when there's Dom on the stream, we barely get 80 likes when he's not there over 100 by 5:30?
Dom is looking for new talent, man. He's looking for talent for poppycock, man.
I gave Dom the day off because I was running the stream by myself, and then I had James pop in because James and I we're going to be doing a podcast as well called "We're Going to Need a Bigger Boat," but it's not going to be just sports. It's going to be a whole bunch of other stuff. So I thought it'd be nice for James to get a little practice.
Yeah, practice is always good.
Before the big debut. What do we got here? T-Jap says Daniel Jones will be traded within 2 years. I don't think he'll be traded within 2 years. I think he'll be gone next year.
I was gonna say
there's no reason to trade someone we're not going to even have on the roster.
Yeah, he's not going to be here. 2 years. That's too long.
2 years. 2 years. Too long. We're only at 117 likes, James, and we only got like 18 minutes left. So I think we're safe. I think we're safe. I think I'm safe. I think I'm safe. Damian Jackson says $4.99. Big money for the kids. And it's
That's a
also
step.
taking on
All aboard the Malik Willis Express.
Mr. Alvarez says if the Giants draft Malik Jones, if Giants draft Malik Willis, Jones is gone. All is right with the world. The sun is in the west end of the quadrant. The grass is exactly at 2 inches and perfectly level. All is right with the world.
Listen, he's already probably a little scared that Tyrod is there. Like, can you imagine him in practice watching? Like, oh, that guy can actually throw. It's not like the other guys that were here. That guy can actually throw.
This was a guest store. So what do we say? 160 likes? 160 likes equals replica. I'm not replica with an A. Manning Super Bowl. I'm putting this on the thing. Everyone just
okay. So let me ask. I think Tim, did you already ask this? Let me ask this again because I'm just curious. I love getting feedback from our intelligent fans in here and brothers and any sisters that's out there too. Not to be sexist.
Women can watch. Women's not. Natalie watches.
We definitely had a couple sisters in the chat. Shout out to y'all. You know that's what's up. You know, one thing I will say, I'd never remember the lingerie football league.
Yeah,
you remember that? I never liked that. I don't know. I love football and I love women, but I don't need to watch women killing each other and scantily. I don't know. I just never did it for me.
You're only mad because you got fired as being the uniform adjuster. That's why you're upset about that. AP wants to know, besides drafting Malik Willis, what would make you happy, Tim?
Well, Devin Lloyd.
We
know that.
You know what? I don't know. If Malik goes to Detroit, I'm at a quandary because if Neal is available and his injuries are not what people are saying they are, I don't have a problem with that. I like Neal over Cross a lot.
Yes.
There's talk that Aiden Hutchinson could fall in this draft, which I think is crazy. I think it's insanity.
I do too.
I can't see Trayvon Walker going number 1 overall. I would be happy if we take the best tackle available, whose name is not Charles Cross, and then go linebacker or defensive edge.
Yep.
My day it was a defensive end. Now it's an edge. Or I'd be happy with that. I mean, there's a lot of things that. This is the thing about me in this draft right now. There is a lot of things in this draft that will make me extremely happy and I wouldn't be upset about. There are a couple things that I would get upset about, but there's things that would make me happy that the Giants didn't. And there's a lot of scenarios. If we took Stingley, maybe at 7, I wouldn't be upset. If we took the kid Wilson. The wide receiver. If Garrett Wilson, if we took him at 7, I wouldn't be upset. Jordan Davis, if we took Jordan Davis at 7, I wouldn't be upset. I know, he fits the wink system better than Leonard Williams. So I wouldn't be upset.
Yeah, I bet he does.
But there's a lot of things the Giants could do that would not make me mad. Now there's some things they could do that would make me mad. But I could still be happy. I could be happy with. I'm just happy that Malik is going to get into the league. I'm just happy that we're going to see his skill set, and I think if he goes to Detroit, I think he's just going to ball out. You're in the dome. You're on that fast track on that turf.
There's low expectations.
There's low expectations. You can sit behind Goff. Same thing with Atlanta. If he goes to Atlanta, they're going to think they got Vic 2.0, and he's going to be a god.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. My boy is a Atlanta Falcon fan. Been for like 20 years. They would be ecstatic down there.
They would be crazy down there.
It would be ecstatic.
I've gone to Atlanta a bunch of times. I used to go to Buckhead all the time to hang out at the bars. So I know how crazy.
Great city.
I saw Vic play in Atlanta, so I know how crazy they are for football. And I think that would be a good situation. Now, this is an interesting thing. Brandon says Pickett will be better than Willis. Wilson wasn't accurate at Liberty. Well, actually, he was accurate at Liberty. And Pickett wasn't accurate until his 5th season at Pittsburgh. not 4. He was
Yeah.
like 5 years.
Oh yeah, we haven't really talked about Kenny P too much, but I'll say this. You know, I wouldn't jump out the window if they took Kenny Pickett either.
I would.
I know you would, but I'm just saying that
He doesn't have hands this size.
well, we all can't have the Tim Bear claw hands. You know?
He doesn't have hands. I know. I can palm a basketball at like 11.
Oh wow, yeah, at 11.
Yeah, like 11.
Damn, I used to try, but my hands weren't that big yet at 11. But I wouldn't be totally down in the dumps if we took Pickett. You know, I know he didn't have a breakout year until his 5th year.
Right.
But I did watch him a lot. You know, my uncle, alma mater is Pittsburgh. Shout out to my uncle, Panthers. So the last year and a half, 2 years, I did watch a good amount of Pickett, or keep an eye on him, I should say. So I wouldn't jump out the window, mainly because I know we need to upgrade the quarterback position. You know, I'm not going to harp on it, you know, but I wouldn't have the bad dog Daniel Jones reaction video that he had a couple years ago. That's
you know what I should have put here, James? I should put 160 likes. It just says 100. It just says 160.
Oh, I didn't even think that.
God, James, you're supposed to be looking out for me, man. You know I'm not that smart.
The ticket tape, I missed that. They're probably like, what is that? 160 yen? What is he talking about?
And the best thing is we have only we're just seeing if there's more giant now. People texting me. We have 10 minutes left. If we equal, that's all, folks. If we hit 160 likes, I'm giving away my personal Eli Manning replica Super Bowl ring.
Ooh, that looks nice.
It's nice, man. It's heavy.
That looks nice. It's shiny.
It's heavy. It's something that you know what they say about Daniel Jones? Never gonna get it. Never gonna get it.
In Vogue, another classic joint.
Oh my goodness. Let's see. Let's see. It's Tommy for one. Tommy. Tyrod was here in Houston, and we loved how he delivered the first couple games before he got hurt. I did like the way he was playing in Houston. He actually had him in a win too. Before he got hurt. So I would say Tyrod and Wilson would beat out Jones in spring. I think that's
Well, Tyrod, I can't remember the record, but I don't think he was doing horribly in San Diego before the doctor punctured his lung.
They weren't doing great.
They weren't doing great? Okay.
He was playing okay, but he wasn't doing great. Maximus says, watch the lingerie league. Porn on the internet exists. There's porn on the internet?
No, but they were using that. You know what I'm saying, Maximus? They were trying to do that to get men to watch, you know, have women running around scantily clad. You know, some of my boys liked it. I just thought it was like a circus.
It's a gimmick.
Honestly.
It's a gimmick.
Yeah, it's a gimmick. Thank you.
Thunder 404 says, any updates from what you said yesterday about the pick? We were talking about this earlier, Thunder. Thank you for the super chat. All super chats go to the kids, go to the Philadelphia Children's Hospital. No updates. But like I said, I am curious that he is saying, my friend, that it's something that nobody's talking about. And I get leery when he tells me these things, because when he said to me that there was no way on this God's green earth that the Giants are going to pass on Andrew Thomas, and that there was potential that Andrew Thomas might have gone even to Washington. I did the video 2 days before the draft and said it straight up. This is what he's telling me. And then when the Giants drafted Andrew Thomas, I was like, oh, I guess you're right. And then when he told me 3 days before it happened that the Giants would sign, and you go watch the videos, would sign Blake Martinez and James Bradbury, 2 days later he did it. And then when he told me 24 hours prior to it that Matt Rule was not leaving Carolina, which we did a video on and a podcast, I believe it. So now when he's telling me this is something that nobody's talking about, and certain things will fall, such as maybe trading the wide receiver Darius Slayton, I asked him straight up, and I asked him straight up, are they going for Malik Willis? And he said, I can't tell you. And there it is. The truth prevails.
Truth prevails. It may take some time for it to come to the light, but
some time. But you know what? We're only at 126 likes. I'm in the clear.
Oh, 120. You know what? Well, 126. When you said $160, I was like $160. I was like, yeah. Oh man,
$160.
So $126. That's what's up, man. Thank you, everybody.
You've only gone up 2 likes in the last. Listen, I'm gonna tell you right now. If you have friends that are on YouTube, even if they don't like me, just have them come in and like the channel. As Don would say, just go out and create another 40 accounts, 24 accounts, and just come in and like.
Well, you're definitely gonna have on the Thursday stream. You're gonna
I'm
get an
trying to give
upkeep.
out love here.
You're gonna get an upkeep on Thursday. I know we all spread the good word about brother Tim, so we can all come here and
I
talk
hope
about our
everyone does.
beloved Giants. You know, I know we all do that. So, but definitely Thursday, I'm gonna have a couple people checking in. I'm sure everybody is gonna be checking in and can't wait. Bart Scott voice, can't wait.
Can't wait. JM says, what do you think of Jermaine Johnson?
Oh, the Jermaine, I actually like him. You know, I know he's not highly talented like Aiden or Kayvon. I'm not saying
I
that,
like
but
him. I'm lower on my board.
yeah, but I do like him. I do like him.
I like Jermaine Jackson better. All night, giving you what I like. High explosive dynamite. Yeah, dynamite. And people are like, what the hell is he saying? Sorry, I know.
Yeah, I know, right?
Sorry.
Throwback right there.
Sorry, there's something seriously wrong with me. Brandon says Wills barely completed 61% of his passes in a very low conference lead, not very accurate. It's not that he wasn't accurate. And you look back at his 2020 season, not his 2021 season, he had no offensive line. He had no running back. He had no wide receivers. And the one wide receiver he did have was dropping everything.
He definitely didn't have a running back. Like, that's one thing. He was the running game.
He got sacked. I felt so bad for the kid because he got sacked. I think it was the Ole Miss game. I think it was he got sacked 8 times.
Yeah.
And then he carried the ball like 23 times for 26 yards.
Yeah.
Because he had no talent around him. But you knew, and I've said this before about Malik, you knew his talent level was greater than what they had at Liberty. You could see that even with the bad players around him, he was above the talent level.
Well, even in that game, like you pointed out in your videos, it's his numbers in that game against a known school in Ole Miss, you know, don't jump off the page at you in a positive way. But if you watch the game and actually look at it and see the way he handled the predicaments and the positions he was in and the talent he had with him, he actually played well. You know, he didn't have a lot of turnovers.
No,
he wasn't making just bonehead plays, you know, falling down, running safeties and stuff like that. He was doing the best he could with what he had given in that game. And that's important. That's what you want your quarterback to do.
Yep. Jay says, great chat, Tim and James. See you guys Thursday night. Let's go. Nikki wants to know, where's Dom? He's right there. Dom's right there, Nikki. You don't see him? He's got the Giant shirt on.
Dom is talent hunting right now. He's talent searching.
I'm trying to convince him Dom is black. I'm trying to convince him Dom is black.
well, we know Dom got a little soul in him. Just, you know,
he's the Duke of Funk.
The Duke of Funk, baby, Don Juan.
He's the Duke of Funk. What do you think the percentage of the draft we draft? I say 10%.
Then I'll say 15 because I'm black, so I have to go higher. To put it higher.
But I'm going 15.5. That's what I'm going with. Max says, I want the Giants to take Jermaine Johnson, but it'll never happen. I don't know. I think the Giants might take Jermaine Johnson. I think he's another guy that's a draft mover. I know some people have him in even the middle part of the first round. I don't see that. But if you want to take him in the second, there's so many things the Giants could do this year that won't make me mad.
Yeah, there's a lot of things we can do. Like this draft, I know there's no Joe Burrow, whatever, as far as quarterbacks, but as far as talent and other players and positions, there's a lot of things you could do if you're doing your due diligence of looking at the information now, gathering. Oh, you should have been doing that for months.
Should have been doing that. You should have been
doing that.
You should be. We're only at 128 likes. We're not going to hit the 160, so we're not giving away the Super Bowl ring because we only got 3 minutes left. Unless there's a plethora of likes flying in from the stratosphere, my ring is safe.
Safe for now.
Safe for now. Because for now, but you never know. Because you know what they always say. If I can get to it, you know what they always say. It's safe for now because you know what they always say.
We better get back because it'll be dark soon, and they mostly come at night. Mostly.
Yo, wow. Yo, that's a great quote by Newt. Yo, that's a great sound that you got from that, man. That's crazy.
Well, my other favorite one is.
That's great. That's just fucking great, man. Now what the fuck are we supposed to do? We're some real pretty shit now, man.
You know I'm going to be saying that during the draft that they take Charles Cross.
Yo, man. Shout out to Bill
you're gonna
Paxton.
see like
I
this.
miss him, man.
You're gonna see me like this, playing that, and I may just play it, or and I may just go.
That's great. That's great. That's great. That's great.
I may just play that over and over again. Brandon wants to know, Hamilton is dropping more than he should because he's not a corner. He covers the field as well as any safety coming out of college. Said this before a million times, Brandon. There's one safety that went in the top 10 in the last 11 years, and that was
To the Jets. Who he's not even on the Jets anymore.
He's not even on the Jets. He wasn't on Seattle recently because of the fact that they were getting rid of him as well. We're up to 132.
Okay.
We're
Crept
at
up a little bit.
28 safe. I'm 28 safe.
Well, listen, that was a good bar. The $160, that was a good number. We got to like 130, 132. So thank you, everybody.
I was surprised. I may have given, if we would have hit 150, I probably still would have done it. But I could say that now with 1 minute left. Let's see here. Let's grab a couple of these because we're checking out on time today. AP says, Tim, what would you do if the Giants draft Willis and Willis shouts you out? If Malik Willis shouts me out,
oh wow,
gotta get to work. I will be up on this. I will be up on the big screen, breaking it all down for everyone. I might even break out the sprinkler. I don't know.
If we draft Willis, I might have to get on and tell Dom, yo, Dom, you got to do a dance, man. You got to break dance. You got to do something, man. You got to do something, Dom.
Brandon also says the Steelers are desperate for a quarterback. They want a mobile guy. I could see the Pittsburgh Steelers. I could see the Steelers trading him for him as well.
Yeah,
definitely. I could easily see that happen. At 6 o'clock, I am relaunching the 312-in-1 podcast on my channel. The YouTube lost the audio of it, so I'm relaunching it. It's an hour. It's 47 minutes long. It's with me and OGR Sports. If you see it, come and watch it. It's a great listen. It's a great fun listen. We got Bear 315 coming in. So the fellowship is that shows. So I know we need help in all positions. What positions do you think we can wait to address next year? Wait till address next year.
But when you say wait to address, do you mean like not even draft a player?
Not even draft.
Not even in like the fourth round, like not at all.
Yeah,
like
this is actually a really good question. Where were you like an hour and a half ago? You know what's scary? I'm gonna go first.
Go ahead.
You know what's scary? This is what scares me a little bit. There's a lot of positions that we could probably wait till next year because we're still going to be bad. I'm saying 2025 before we're good. If anything, positions I think we can't wait this year would be corner and edge and the defensive end position. I think we could wait on the quarterback. I know it pains me to say. I think we can wait on that. I think we can wait on an inside linebacker because we got to give Blake another year. But one position we can't wait on, which no one's really talking about, is tight end.
Yo, I don't have my list that I made because I got the guys, the Duce, and there's another guy, the dude from UCLA, and there's another kid. I meant to bring tight end. We got to get a tight end, man.
We need a tight end.
We have to get a tight end at some point.
But like I said, we can wait on the quarterback. We could probably wait on the wide receiver.
I was gonna say wide receiver. That was gonna be mine. If you had to do.
If we keep Bradbury, you can wait on the corner. If you keep Bradbury,
like you said, just to be fair, because we keep it real here. Like you said, the quarterback. You don't have to draft one this year.
Right.
Shout out to Kareem.
Kareem is now an OG Online Big Blue member. He is only 6 months away from getting his ring. I just like to say this. I did not think this promotion out clearly because of the fact that I charge $1.99 a month. So 6 months is $12. Shipping is like $12. This was not a well thought out process.
Well, you're barely covering your own shipping for your own crap.
I'm barely covering my own shipping. So we're not going to run this promotion much longer.
You're gonna pull an Amazon like, all right, we're gonna kill this sale.
We're gonna have to kill this sale, but yeah, we're gonna have to do that. But welcome, Kareem. Kareem has always been a great commenter, and like I said, I try to get, and I sincerely apologize, and I always apologize. if I miss some of your comments, because some people email me or DM me and say, hey, you didn't read my comment. It's not that I didn't read it or didn't want to read it. I may have missed it. And also the fact that I try to get in, I don't prioritize. It's not that I super chats. I want to make sure everyone gets involved. I do, when I see a super chat come up, I will, try to acknowledge it as soon as possible because it's for charity. But like I said, I try my best. And I do, and I've said this before, I do this for the subscribers. I do this just for the Giant fans, and I try to do my due diligence to get to everyone at least 2, 3, 4 times. And sometimes we miss.
Yeah, no, you do a great job, man. Like even on Sunday, we had the long panel. We appreciate you, man. Shout out to Tim.
13
give
people
him
on
love.
the panel on Sunday.
That's a lot.
13 people we had, 13 subscribers, because I didn't want content creators. I didn't want anything else. I just wanted people that subscribed.
Yeah, no, that was a lot to juggle, and you handled that beautifully and
gracefully.
Gracefully. Excuse me.
I am white chocolate.
Yeah, I'm really gonna get you that hoodie. Don't buy yourself your own one to have you make.
I'm not gonna buy my own white chocolate hoodie. I'm waiting for James to bring. Nikki wants to know what time is the draft stream. Draft stream will be at 8:25 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I don't know how long we're gonna go.
That's what she said.
After the Giants draft, because we're only doing the first round on Thursday. And I don't, and people have asked me if I'm going to do Friday.
Oh, like a recap of everything.
They want to know if I'm going to do the second, third round on Friday.
Okay.
They always want to. I don't know, guys. I really don't know. It's tough because I got a family. So
yeah. You have a life. You have a responsibility.
What? Responsibility. So it's tough, but I'll try. And if we have a really good stream on Thursday, and there is a, I don't know, not a need, but if people want it, yeah, we'll try to do. Let's try to run through these last couple chats, James, and I'm gonna have you close it out. Let's see, a great show, fellas, always. Woods at the tight end, yeah. Woods,
okay.
Woods is a good tight end.
I had him written down.
That's always good. Colin says, Tim, you're always a class act. Super chats for charity should always come first. They deserve recognition for giving. Well, I appreciate that. I'm not a class act. Oh, we get the Wonka. Damn it.
Get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
All right. It was a bot. I got the Wonka the bot.
The bot.
Hey, Greg. Greg from Sweden.
What up, Greg? Salute, brother.
Greg is tired. He just moved into a new place. Let's see.
Congratulations.
Hey, so he was tired. He just finished moving in when he came in to the chat.
Oh, wow, really? Oh, man.
Moving in.
All right, salute, brother. Yeah, moving is always a pain.
Logic Finance also in the house. What on what planet will Daniel Jones just miraculously give himself into a good batter card based on his entire I'm gonna go Pluto. If I have to go Pluto, I'm gonna go Pluto.
I'm gonna go Saturn because Saturn or Jupiter. He wants rings. That's the closest you're gonna get to a ring.
I'm gonna go Uranus.
That's what she said.
Shout out Logic's Finest. What up, brother?
Logic's Finest, Tim. Tim, they want Tim to do undrafted free agents as well.
No, they want Tim to do. They want Tim to run like every possibility, every nook and cranny, everything. Just give it to us all, Tim. Like the man is doing the best he can.
James, I want to close out at 6, so we're close.
CP time.
I appreciate. We're not going to get into that. Some people aren't going to know that. We're not going to get into that. I want you to close it out for us. Dom always gives us the pearl of wisdom. Oh, wait, Michael Anthony. Hold on, Michael Anthony. Hey there, my friend. First of all, I heard Papa Carker says plenty of tight ends. And their draft along with 2 one-shot Elfinite. Giants will go tackle or a hybrid linebacker D. I agree.
I think so, too.
I agree. I think they should go hybrid. Michael, you came in late, Power, just closing out. And Michael's another one. Michael's another guy I look forward to his comments. There's certain people, I think there's like a couple hundred people, which I think is weird, that I really enjoy reading their comments. I did not know James until YouTube.
Yeah, no, we didn't know each other just before the YouTube. Definitely not. I didn't meet him in Kroger or something.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't know each other until YouTube. And honestly, I laugh because it hasn't been that long, but I don't even remember how we first started talking. So, and the next thing I know, we find out I'm related to James.
Yeah, right. This is my brother from another. We did the ancestry thing. It's like, oh, you my great. Oh, okay.
It just turned out that way.
Oh man. Shout out Michael. That was a great comment, man. That's hilarious.
That is a great comment.
Tight end supplemental draft.
I love that. Tim and James, what do? We just pray. We just pray because you know what? We pray because we got to make it today. Oh Lord, do we pray?
You know we're gonna do, Greg. I said this to Tim. My message, all year is stay sane, stay grounded.
Stay sane.
That's all you're gonna hear me say that anytime I pop up on here, anytime Tim asked me to close it out gracefully. I just stay sane, stay grounded, man. It's
what is that silver thing behind you over the one-way sign? What is that?
Oh, this is a street sign.
No, but above it.
Oh, that's just some lights. That's some lights.
Those are cool lights. What is the
Well, I told you I'm still looking to the thing for
on
your
the other side.
Oh, you want to see it? You want to see
I want to
this?
see that. I mean, dying to see what that is.
Hold up.
Everyone just sit there and be quiet while I sit there and talk to James. No, I'm just kidding. Let's see what James had to say. Let's see. Now we're touring James' house. Hey, that's me on TV.
I don't even know if you can get it right.
It's a Hulk poster. Yes.
It's a picture of the Hulk, but it's the indigenous Hulk. Yes, it's an indigenous Hulk. It's a Native American man. It says treaty broken. He's very upset. May 1491. I messed that up. Sorry, y'all. I'm not good with this camera angle stuff.
I like it. I like it a lot. All right, let's see. Let's get Mr. Alvarez in here real quick. Then we're going to close this out. 3 words if we draft him. Goodbye, Daniel Jones. Greg is saying, yep. JM says, who is your team since you're talking about the Giants fans sitting in the Giant? Who is your team since you are talking about Giant fans sitting in a Giants room?
Oh, he must be talking about somebody in the chat or something.
Oh, okay.
That's not for us, I don't think.
I was like, okay, I'm massively confused. All right, everyone, don't forget the 312-1 podcast is going to launch in a minute. James, I appreciate you coming in, hanging out, doing your thing. We only hit 133 likes. If we would have hit a 150, I would have given away the ring.
It's because I came on late, man. I wasn't here right at 4 o'clock.
You weren't here at 4 o'clock. Oh, Logic Finals close out. I'm not a blind hope fan. I am a realistic fan. And you know what, guys?
Yes, you are.
Close it out with that. We will see everyone on Thursday at 8:25. We are also going to relaunch the podcast on the YouTube channel in the next minute. So jump off of this and go watch that because it's a great 47 minutes. OGR is fantastic on it. We're going to do it weekly. And also look at James and I's podcast starting probably in a week or two called We're Going to Need a Bigger Boat. It's not going to just be sports. It's going to be everything. It's going to be fun. James, I appreciate you coming on. I appreciate you hanging out. I appreciate everyone that stayed in the room for this 2 hours and 6 minutes. And I appreciate everyone that sits there and deals with my shit and always subscribes and always watches and always leaves great comments. I appreciate everyone. We'll see you on Thursday.
All right, James.
Thank you.
Thank you. Everybody stay safe. Much love.